What is going on, people? Looks like we're live. Says that we're live, and hey, we are live. Now, I will tell you that in true fashion, the title of the show is exactly what went into today. Uh, Prep. We don't need no stinking prep. Um, First
Yeah,
off,
yeah. No, I've been busy as F this week. And of course, being today, I am prepping for next week. So I was busy today, even though I was off today.
oh, I was not off at all today. I worked early and I worked late. Um, so Mama T wouldn't ruin the whole thing.
Yeah,
That's
she did,
okay.
didn't she?
It is Mr. Three's birthday. He's a spry 29 years old. Add another 29 to it, probably. Um, no, not quite that old.
What's left of that finger, F you. You dick.
uh, but no, happy birthday to you. Like Mama T says here, happy birthday, uh, Mr. Three, little brother. We love you. Um, you're going to be down here next week. So,
Damn it. I was going to talk to you about that to see if we were going to actually bring that up or just surprise everybody.
well, here's the thing. Um, I was thinking about that, and then I was like, you know what? We're not going to surprise anyone with it because most of the people uh, already know that you're going to be here. So the ones that don't know, might as well tell them. There's only a couple. Anyway, you're going to be here, Casa Zed, and we're going to do the show together for the first time in 32 episodes live. So on our 33rd episode, it will be live, and it will be not a week from today, it will be a week from tomorrow. A week from today is July 4th. Now, July 4th, being that it is on a Saturday, I have a big preparation thing going on. I am not going to be able to do a show while still doing everything else. And we're going to do our show on the 5th. It's a Sunday. And we will put the time out there uh, probably later in the week. I don't want to commit to a 7 p.m. time on a Sunday when we might end up wanting to do it at like 5 p.m. So,
Yeah, that's the other thing is I wanted to make sure that when we did it, it was feasible for the people that are still on the West Coast.
right.
Because if we do it at noon, it's literally fucking 9 o'clock their time, and
But
nobody wants to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning.
they, maybe if they drink with us, that might be good because they'll have time to recoup before going to work on Monday.
But I still think 9 o'clock drinking is for the few and select. So I was trying to think of like what would be a better time to where we're not like
I was thinking
super
4 or 5 o'clock because that puts it, West Coast time, 3 hours behind. That puts it at 1, 2 o'clock
Mhm.
time frame, type of deal.
But
But
also the drive for me because I have a drive back. So I
it's, I
gotta
don't know, what is it, like 3 or 4 hours? I mean,
no
you'll be okay.
10 hours at least.
So, but yeah, having you come out, there's a couple other things that's going to happen as well. A couple other little surprises, so to speak, that might, slide in there, but, it is what it is. But before I forget, Poopy Star. That was the intro. He's going to be doing the outro when we get off this thing tonight. Thank you again. It's amazing. We love it. Uh, don't don't think because we didn't go and had the little ticker running across the bottom that we forgot you at all. And for the rest of you, please make sure you are seeing yourself as welcome to the show. Oh, and yeah, love thy whiskey, and please make sure you comment, subscribe, and like. It does help. We do appreciate it. But let's get back into what we're going to get back into.
I got a birthday present I want to show off.
Oh yeah,
That way
this
you
is pretty
guys.
cool.
And she spins.
And makes no noise.
Yeah, this one doesn't. The other one does.
Yeah.
That's why this one's here. And just so everybody knows, yeah, that's what's left of my 304.
Is that what you're drinking right now?
That's what I'm drinking.
All right. I'm gonna crack open a little bit of the Screwball.
I
It
started a little early, so
peanut butter whiskey. Well, it's your birthday.
I'm already 2 whiskey sours and a Maker's Mark shot in.
Nice. I'm trying a peanut butter whiskey Screwball. Reason for that is I believe I've had this before. I don't 100% remember if yes or no. However, I believe I have. I believe I liked it, and I wanted to make sure before I got the big bottle.
Real quick, Roger, I know it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere in there. I think. Didn't I promise that I would get you a bottle of that 304 for you and hold it for you?
You did.
Okay.
I remember.
I thought I did. I got to get another bottle anyway, so I'll go ahead and pick up 2 of them. That's pretty good shit, huh?
Yeah. Have you had this?
No. You need to save a little bit so I can try it.
Oh, I'm going to get a large bottle. Oh.
You want to talk about making an old man feel good? When you roll up into a place and you have somebody say, I really like your salt and pepper. I was like taken back for a second and I went, huh, okay, cool. But I guess I got just the right amount of salt and pepper going on, so
Yeah.
people are taking notice. Mix it with Chambord, huh?
What the hell is Chambord?
Fuck if I know. All I know is this thing is awesome because you don't have to sit there and do this.
No, you just spin it and it does itself.
It just does it all on its own and nobody can hear it.
Well, we heard the click, click, click when you first started, but I think that's the ice bouncing.
Well, that's because I'm a little aggro. I'm a little.
Yeah.
But if I do it gently, you don't hear it.
No, not at all. Yeah, I've had to have had this. This is good. There's a reason I got this again, and it's in my glass.
So how's your week been?
Actually, so we didn't have a show last weekend because it was anniversary weekend. We went to an island and played around with some wild horses and stuff like that.
Cool.
So it was a lot of fun. I mean, it really was. We did a little bike riding. And by bike riding, I mean like bicycle. Got to take the bikes with us to the island and ride around the island and, sit on the beach. Your sister-in-law.
I'm presuming your wife?
My wife. Yeah, your sister-in-law. We got to the beach and she goes, hey, we're going to put suntan stuff on it. And I went, I'm a little paler than the last time I went out to the beach. And I remember I got a little burnt. It wasn't bad, but I got a little burnt. I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to say no because I hardly ever put sunscreen on. I just don't. I don't like the way it feels. But
ditto.
Yeah, I'd rather just deal with it.
I couldn't tell you the last time I put sunscreen on.
So she had this little shaky jobby thing, whatnot, aerosol sun spray, okay. and she gets it. She and sprays me. Okay, and I turn around, sprays me, and cool. It felt like it got good coverage, fucking everywhere. I mean, okay. Then I go out. I'm playing in the fucking ocean, right? I'm like literally counting 8 different species of fish that are just right there by the. I'm having a blast. I'm like, man, if I had a net, I can grab me like 3 or 4 of these little bastards. So I'm having a good old time. I come out of the water. She didn't want to really get in the water too much. That's fine. Water's not for everyone. She did get in. All right, cool. But she stayed up on the beach and whatnot. And I come up, like, hey, we need to probably maybe head back to the other side, catch a ferry. You know, one, we don't have a lot of cover right here, so let's go ahead and do that. Great, cool. We didn't spend like a terrible amount of time in the sun. Just didn't. Walk back, do our thing, ride back, and everything's good. It storms like unleashed as we're on the ferry heading back, which is kind of cool. Um, get back to the hotel. She goes. She jumps in the shower. She comes out of the shower. I go to jump in and get in the bathroom. It's nice and lit up in the bathroom. They have good lighting at the hotel in the bathroom, which is not always the case. Take my shirt off, and I went, "What in the fucking leopard am I looking at?" I was spotted, dude. I was red and translucent, and red and translucent, and red. And it wasn't just like on the front, it was on my sides and on the back. And I open up the bathroom door and I go, "What did you do to me?" And the look on her face when she saw what, I was like, this is okay. I'm gonna go shower now. Because I really thought she had covered me good. And I don't like the feel of it. So I wasn't going to sit there and just, rub it. It was an aerosol. She sprayed me. I didn't need to rub that in. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I fucking did. Um, but no, it was, I look like a freaking albino leopard with red and white spots.
Well, so you probably would have been like what, a spotted lobster, spotted albino lobster.
Yep. Speaking of things in the ocean, quiz for you real quick. How many brains does an octopus have?
I think is it 3?
Nope, you are off.
More than that, eh?
Yep,
8?
you are still off.
More than that.
Yep,
Nope, then I couldn't tell you. I knew they had more than one.
9. They have a main brain, and they have one for each tentacle.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Mama T says that she saw the spots, and it was a sight to see.
I'll bet.
We got back, and I went over to go get the because she watched the puppies. Went over to go pick them up, and I went, "Look what your sister-in-law did." She's like, "What?" Yeah.
I've been wearing the half sleeves to try and get rid of my fucking farmer's tan.
Oh yeah,
which I still have, but it's starting to slowly go away.
yeah.
So
I'm not out in the sun enough to not have that.
I am. Well, I'm actually not theoretically, but when I get the chance to go fish or just be outside, I like to have the half sleeve, just because I mean, obviously, as you can tell, I tan pretty easily.
Yeah.
But I'm just getting to that point in my life where I'm like, I'm not so crazy about the fucking farmer's tan anymore. So I'm gonna run the half sleeves. That way, if I'm, run around, at least it's all even. So
yeah.
Because I tend to darken up real good on my arms, my
Yeah.
forearms and stuff. So, and just as a side note, I'm getting an itch to go see.
Oh yeah,
Uh, I'm getting a big itch to go see
Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I believe that.
shout out to Jamie over there, Ink Dicted
Addicted.
Ink Dicted Tattoos.
Yeah.
So
Matter of fact,
yep, a little hard to see, but just because of
it's it's
the hell they call that the big flakes, the metal not they're not even metal flakes, they're just
ink addicted.
yep.
Anyway,
Um, phenomenal tattoo artist, phenomenal.
yeah.
Uh, I I got this one done with another female artist. She did a fantastic job. But I got the one on my leg from Jamie, and of all the tattoos that I've gotten and stuff, she is by far the best tattoo artist I've
Uh,
been to. So I will,
Message me and I will give you the address of where she's at.
yeah,
I'll even get you the phone number and you can call her up and set up an appointment. And I will give you two names to drop so that she knows who sent you.
yep. Uh, you being one of them, and JD being the other one, probably.
Yep. And that's only because JD's across the street from
Yep.
her. But absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So highly, 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 highly recommend going to her. She's about, I think, she's about what 6 hours from me, if I
Yeah.
recall.
Yep.
So,
Six. Uh,
not an easy jaunt for me, let alone probably anybody else, unless you live closer to where she's located. But I honestly, I will not go to uh, unless the other tattoo artist that did this one is around. I won't go to anybody else but Jamie. So
yeah.
phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal work.
And I've seen some of her 3D work. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Like legit 3D work where you're looking at it and you're going, how is that on someone's skin? That's how
Now
good it is.
I sent you the one that I was looking at, right?
I believe you did.
So I'm thinking about that one there,
Okay.
and so
I know we talked about a couple of them, but I'm almost positive you were looking at that 3D one or trying to make it 3D.
yeah, I'm trying to remember now. I'd have to flip through my messages here real quick just to see.
Yeah. While you're doing that, we have not taken a moment to say hello to those in the chat.
We should do that for sure.
Yep. So right now, oh, there it is. Going from the top, we have Ace's Dumb Criminals. How you doing, Ace? Appreciate you. He does have a premiere. Something about an entitled Kevin getting tased while he's in handcuffs. You really got to piss off a cop to get tased while you're in handcuffs.
No doubt.
We got Mama T's in the house. We got Roger. Thank you again for showing up, sir. We got Hoopy Star. He finally made it. I don't know if he was here when the credits started, but he's here now. We appreciate you. And then who else we got in here? Looks like we ain't got no one else that's actually.
Michelle Shock, my
Oh, there
wife.
she is. Yep.
Yep, she's here.
I didn't see her there. But I do know that Pops was thinking about, or he said he was going to be tuning in. I know there's a couple other lurkers around.
I think Shelly probably with Wayne.
Maybe, possible.
So
Yep. But anyway, I do know real quick that Katie Zed, she is going to be hosting her game night this evening. So all of you that are running around here, Katie said does a game night once a month, and it happens to fall Saturday evening, and usually it's the third Saturday. However, last week we were doing our anniversary thing, so she wasn't here. But Pop says he's watching, he's lurking in the background there. But yeah, so at any rate, oh.
That's the one right there.
Da, 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 da. Yes, you did. You did send that one to me. Yeah.
Let's get a poll on that and see if people like that or not.
Let's see what I can do on that.
But anyways, while you're doing that, what were you saying?
Pops is in the chat. He's lurking in the background. He just sent me a message on that. Let me see if I can get this to pull up. Not that one. Not that one. Right there.
Hey, Pops.
And then we got
Thanks for the birthday wish earlier. Appreciate it.
attached. Do that. Okay.
Has Pops been showing you what he's been up to lately?
Yes. He didn't. Calm down, Skippy. Oh, I have not had that much to drink yet.
You got to leave it there for a second. Back up a little bit. That's too much. There you go. And
I think
back yourself up just a skosh. Now come in slowly. There it is. You're clear. Your cameras get confused with the background.
it does. It does. All right, let's see here.
Let's get a poll on this.
Well, I can't do a poll because I don't know how to do the poll. However,
I could put it in the chat there.
let me see here.
And that's the one I'd like to do in like a 3D, like almost looks, well, not almost, but I want it to make it look fairly realistic. I just got to send that over to Jamie and see what she can do with it.
She can do a lot.
I'll bet.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Go like that, go like that. Ooh, there we go. Can I? I'm trying, damn it.
Oh boy, the hell was that?
Can you see it?
I can see it. Yes.
Oh, let's do it over here. Ooh.
I think that's crazy. I think that's really cool looking.
All right, so for those of you that are in the chat, if this should be his next art piece, let's go ahead and throw that in there and say that is his next art piece. And
I think that's crazy looking, dude. I think that's great. I think what would make that look super cool is if you could do like the whiskey splashing up, like actually in color.
I bet you could.
You know what I mean? Like it being actual whiskey color, like the caramel looking,
Yeah.
the clear glass, the skull having like grays and whites in it.
Yeah.
I think that would be super cool.
Here's the other thing. I think that what we need to do is we need to not only vote on whether you should or should not get it, but if you do or you should get it, where you're going to put it.
Well, so I have.
I think we should just let the chat decide.
We could, for sure.
You don't sound too thrilled on that idea.
Well, here's the deal: is there's a lot of times where I'm covered up, especially if it's like my legs.
Yeah.
But I guess same thing in the wintertime too. So my arms are kind of covered up too in the wintertime. So I think it'd be cool to have it. I I'm not a big fan of having anything like right here on my shoulders. Not that I probably would care, but I'm just not like a huge fan of it.
I like
Uh,
it because I can actually put a shirt on and it's covered up.
I've never really been until recently where I'm trying to get my farmer's tank on, so I, that I can see because
Yeah.
I have the sleeveless shirts. So, um, but uh, anyways, to what Mama T was saying, uh, Pops has been keeping himself busy. So
No, no, no. Mom has been keeping Pops busy.
yeah, but that's still listen.
Listen, Linda,
That's
listen.
still a two-way street.
Oh, I know.
He could
He,
choose not
he's.
to.
I guarantee you, he's actually enjoying it.
I know he is.
Yeah.
He loves doing like seriously. I just got a text from him. He says I'm. He says he needs a job. Mom's making me refinish everything. No, she's not. You've
Dad does have.
refinished one table, and now you have a dresser to do, and you've already started on it, and you've got it all stripped down. So you already know what two colors you want.
Pops
I
has an idea of where you should put this tattoo. By the way,
oh shit. Where?
he didn't say the right or the left, but definitely a butt cheek.
Ain't happening. Ain't happening. I've been reserving the back side of my calves.
Okay.
So there is a left and a right calf still available, but I'm reserving one over the other for the family crest.
Okay.
So, like what you did.
Yeah.
So I am 100% still wanting to do that. I'm gonna do it.
Is Mama T gonna do it?
I don't know. I don't care.
I mean,
But
she said she was.
so
We know the person to do it.
yeah. So with that being said, if it's at all possible, when it does come down to getting the tattoo, um, I might just schedule it to where if financially it's feasible to do them both. To do
Yeah.
both, it just get it done and over with all in one shot.
No, I agree with you on that.
Whether or not I put it, on the empty space in my forearm here, or put it up here, or in the back of a calf. So, yeah.
Yeah, the family crest is kind of,
It, I
I like it.
I like what you did with it for sure. So
Yeah.
I am very, very interested in doing that. Uh, and it's very much a want, not a need, but it's a very much a want, as all tattoos are. But it is something I do want to do. So
Well, the other cool thing about it is I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, and I spent a long time putting it together. Like,
Mhm.
I really did. You know, I would say I played around with it, put the idea down, put it together, and it was about a year of playing with it. And then I finally got it into a computer. Um, on the computer itself, I got to play around with it just a little bit, but it was 100%, me behind that, and it was something that when I showed you and I showed Sis, I was like, "What do you guys think?" And you both jumped on it. I'm like, "That's awesome," you know. So, uh,
I was fucking super stoked to be there when you actually got it. So, um,
oh yeah, yeah,
and then, and then
it's it's
I got
good.
that one from her. So
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for pinups, obviously, because I've got that one and I've got that one.
yep.
I don't know. This isn't a pinup, but this is my very first tattoo.
Of the little Indian girl.
Yeah, she's hanging out here. I still have her. Um, Obviously, because she's a tattoo, she ain't gone nowhere. But
Yeah, yeah. She bring you dinner?
No, she's bringing me my two new signs.
Oh, you got more toys to show.
I got an infusion kit,
Oh,
so that's
that's more than just a smoker.
yeah. No, this infuses. There's 12 different flavors in this thing that I can infuse with it.
No
Um,
kidding.
so I got that. That was uh, uh, the in-laws. That was a gift from them.
Nice.
And then I got this one.
Ain't that the truth?
And then this one here, which I really like.
Yeah. I was given a sign. Where did I put that? Oh, I can't.
I'm kind of all over the place. Sorry, guys.
Man, what did I do with that sign? I think I've shown you that sign. Pretty sure I did anyway. Oh, I'll find it and I'll show it to you. Oh, that ain't it. Well, hell. Anyway, oh, where'd you go? You left.
No, I got another piece of ice, man. My drink already.
Oh, got emptied?
Well, yeah, it's empty and the ice is already gone. So,
Oh, that's not fun.
and then I think that's going to be the end of this bottle. So, which is good because you know how it gets when you get down towards the bottom of a bottle. So,
That's true. That is
so
true.
the sooner you get it gone, the better off you are. So,
Now, I know you said you're picking one of those up for Roger.
I'm going to actually pick up probably 2 bottles. It's going to be a little spendy, but whatever.
Yeah.
Because I want to bring one to you so that you can try it.
Oh, yeah.
By far, probably one of the. I don't even know why I'm going to fucking say this, but by far, that's probably one of my favorite whiskeys, to be honest with you. Because
No kidding.
I've literally.
Yeah.
That bottle's gone.
Well,
It's only been, what, a couple, 3 weeks?
that's true.
So, and it's
I think it's a good thing that we are, not only testing these bottles out, but finishing them so that we go and get more of them.
I'm trying a lot of them and I like a lot of them, but that's not like that 304 bottle, man. I'm telling you what, it's going to take me a hot minute to probably get through. Now, of course, I still haven't tried the blue lot, but that's another. I think.
Oh, Dad's rubbing it in.
Oh, he's got a bottle.
He's rubbing it. He's rubbing that in right now.
Yeah, he got it. But that blue
Is that
lot,
the bottle that was lost in the mail?
yeah. Well, it wasn't lost, but it was sent, and it was supposed to be signed for, and there were.
Who did you?
It was signed for by H&H.
Who did you use?
USPS,
Okay.
United States Postal Service.
So
What had happened was the postman decided that he didn't want to go to the freaking door, and because of where mom and pops live, they have the community mailboxes. They shoved it in one of the larger mailboxes.
Oh.
And then just went, yep, signed for. So shame on you, UPS, United States Postal Service, USPS. That's bullshit.
Oh. You know your thing back there that arrived today?
My thing. Oh, yeah.
All right. So I get a call from Pops going, hey, it has arrived. And it looks like someone signed for it. And I went, well, I'm at work, so it wasn't me.
I was going to say, because Pops and I were talking a couple hours ago, and well, yeah, it was 1 or 2 o'clock. And I was like, I don't think he's home, but I didn't say anything out loud because I figured you was working today. And
I
he's
was
like,
worried, but
somebody signed for it. And I was like,
Katie said she was home.
hmm,
Here's the problem.
oh, shit.
Well, let me show you something. Where is. There you are. I see you.
Thanks for the birthday wishes again, baby. Appreciate it.
So, what you are looking at, sir, is the placement of said signed package.
Okay, well, that's definitely in front of your place. And from what I could tell, one of the doors is open.
Well, that's because when I got home, I opened that door.
Wow.
Um, let's show the. Let me.
That's even got, hey, this way up. God damn, the corner of that looks terrible. And that's FedEx too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's where it was signed, huh?
Here, hold on a second. Let me.
Dad, let me tell you something. Dad was bragging a little bit there. He's like, "Yeah, that's because FedEx," and I was like, "Okay, cool. Maybe I'll try them next time." Then I see this, and I'm going, "Fuck, they ain't no fucking better than anybody else."
Let me. Let me do this. Let me. Because I want to show
Who keeps
everybody.
stinging you? Is that Pops?
Where did it? There it is. So there you go.
Yep, that's signed for.
So this was signed for, apparently, but Katie Zed had no idea it was even there. Um, it looks like they rolled it out of the truck down the driveway, and they don't have a short driveway. I mean, it's not like crazy long, but it's not a short driveway. But it looks like it was rolled down the entire length of the driveway, and those arrows, they're not pointing to the entrance of the house, or they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be pointed up.
Like, hey, keep this content facing this direction, please.
Yeah. So I told Pops, I'm like, hey, you might want to take that back and have them at least take this picture and go to where you paid to have it signed for and delivered and whatnot and get some of your money back because this is
I
not,
don't know. I was
miraculously nothing was broke. Like legit, Pops did a good job packing this thing because I started pulling stuff out, fully expecting something to be busted. I'm honest to God, I'm fully expected.
the only thing I'm concerned with. I wasn't too terribly concerned with the contents, other than
Yeah,
the piece that's wrapped behind you.
yep.
The only thing I'm concerned with that is just being damaged as far as like paint wise.
When I pulled it out, it was good coverage all the way around with the all the packing materials and everything. So I don't
I'm sure it's probably fine.
um, the the bubble wrap that's around it not affected at all. So yeah,
Is that green?
yeah,
I would imagine you probably used bumper wrap on that, so that's
yeah.
pretty good.
That
Pretty good shit.
yep. Waffle Salter. Holy cow! I haven't seen you in a minute, sir.
How
And
you doing,
yes,
bud?
maybe it was a feminine style driver. I do have a lot of lazy drivers around here, though. I will
That's
tell you,
it's
I've
not
never.
just you. That's everywhere, brother. It
I
really
can tell
is.
you. I can tell you that I have not had an issue out here with UPS. Um, I've had issues with FedEx. I've had issues with
USPS.
USPS. Um, I know a lot of people that have had issues um,
UPS.
with UPS, but I haven't. Well, here's the other thing.
I don't know that it
I'm in.
really makes a difference. I think it's all kind of the same, no matter where you go. It's just luck of the draw at this point.
Yeah.
I think what really just kind of pisses me off is we, as the consumer, pay for a service, which is, like Dad and I, we paid for a service. Hey, I want this to be signed for by an individual person. So we pay for that service and we don't get it.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
you want to know something better?
Oh boy.
Apparently, Pops took the advice, called the local FedEx place. They basically told him to call someone who cares. So he called corporate, and they gave him some bogus email here. So basically,
What?
FedEx just told him to
Pound sand.
sit and spin.
Okay.
Now he's a little older. He needs to be careful if he does the spin, but the that's basically what they're
I'm
telling him to do.
so I'm beyond that at this point. Like, just so the general public knows, because this is live.
Yeah.
I know there's not a whole lot of people, but the fact of the matter is, I can't believe FedEx would freaking pull that kind of BS.
Yeah.
Like, I know at least with USPS, they're pretty legit, and we've had some issues in the past, and they've been on top of it. Does it take a little time? Sure, it does, but they aren't sending bogus emails. They ain't telling you to basically go pound sand, and uh, you know, wow, dude, that's rough, man.
Yeah. I think it's a highly not appropriate. I guess.
Now, I'm not saying USPS is any better, because the excuse we got was they had a tip, blah blah blah, in there, and when they called that guy and asked him, or her, whoever it was,
Right.
uh, they specifically said, "Well, we can't. I can't really remember." So the fact of the matter is why are these people not doing what they're supposed to be doing?
So
Is
here's
part of
the
that because they're just not getting freaking paid enough to do it, or is it just they're on such a time crunch because they have a certain amount of mail that has to get delivered, and that's part of their quota, whatever, and they get X amount, whatever. The fact of the matter is you and I and Pops and anybody else, we get we pay for that kind of service to say, hey, this is an important piece of mail to us
yeah.
and to the recipient is. We would like to have that signed so that we know that that got to them. There's a
Absolutely.
reason for that.
Yeah.
So if they're doing that to the regular consumer, what about stuff that needs to go out, like to businesses or whatever, that say, hey, this has to be signed for to.
So let me a little bit of insight on that. Uh, when I got back from Afghanistan, I did spend a little bit of time um, as a seasonal driver for UPS back in the day, and I always, they told me, hey, look, you need to go to the door, you need to drop the package off here, da 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 da. Da. Now you do learn some of your um, residents on your route, okay, and they do like to have certain things in certain places, especially in maybe a more affluent area, or if it is an area where it's kind of a crime laden a little bit,
Sure.
they may say, "Hey, could you put this here just so it porch pirates don't happen?" And if I would remember, I would do it. And usually, I would remember because of the fact I would deliver to that place on a regular basis.
Right.
Okay. I had one lady that lived in an apartment complex. She actually lived on the bottom floor, and she goes, "Could you not put it by the front door? I know you're not supposed to, but could you walk around to the back and just set it over the railing?" Because she had a little fenced in little railing. I
Yeah, she
went,
had a little back patio porch.
right. I said, "Not a problem." And every time I got some, I walked back there. She had set the little table up for the smaller packages, and she, had set it over there. She had, most of them had the little railings, but she had the railing covered so you couldn't see unless you got right up on it and looked down.
Sure.
Okay. So I, put the packages there. She loved it. And every now and again, there would be, some type of, you know, hey, here's a couple of bottles of Gatorade, here's this, that, and the other. Okay. So you learn that UPS paid really well, especially their long term drivers. Okay. Uh, Now, mind you, this was almost 15 years ago that I did this. Holy cow.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. All right.
That's
Anyway,
where this comes from. Years.
yeah, almost 15 years ago. So, anyway, they were making, like, if you were starting off as a driver, 26 to $27 an hour. So,
15 years ago.
starting
Yeah,
as a seasonal driver,
you
I
probably
was,
way more than that.
no, as a seasonal, I was at like 17, $19 an hour. Okay. But you were guaranteed somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 hours of overtime a week. Like that was guaranteed. You were going to get that. Some of these seasonal drivers had been with the company for 20 years, 30 years. Like there was one guy that had a little thing that said, you know, 3 decades or some shit like that. I'm going, how you've been driving for, yep. He goes, I get to pick my own route. I never have to work a Saturday. They don't call me in, and you know, because I pick my route because they have separate, set routes. He goes, yeah. He goes, I got all the easy stuff. I'm usually done by, you know, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I'm going. I'm working until like 7, 8 o'clock at night, sometimes later, and I'm starting, you know, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So, but
You got shitty stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. I got apartments and all sorts of weird stuff, and then I got, I did have a good, I did have a decent route. Um, some of the houses and whatnot. I just was kind of one of the farther ones away.
Yeah, so that always takes you a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then, but the businesses, um, oh, they were all on top of it. You never, like if you were gonna mess someone's stuff up, it was always a residence. The businesses, you didn't want to piss them off because they needed that business.
Sure.
Okay, especially the overnight and the next day and all that other happy stuff. But what I did find out, and this was back then, was FedEx. They don't pay like that, not even close. They're like half of that. Like they're good drivers are probably making just a couple bucks more than I was making.
Waffles
As
out. Waffles bouncing out.
hey Waffle, have a good one. We appreciate you. We really do. Thank you for stopping by. Uh, Roach is in the bio. I don't know what that means. I don't have a bio. Um, anyway, go to
Just got to go to our website.
yeah, go to kdz.com and then look up Four Brothers, and that shirt will be right there.
How far are we from having our own?
Well, sir, uh, not that far.
Okay.
Not that far. To
What
be
is
honest,
that? What does that mean? 07 friends.
just a salute.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, just a.
I'm
Nah, it
I'm
took
out.
me a minute to figure out what they're talking about, and I'm military. Yep.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah,
That sucks. I'm out.
let's see. Go with that one right there.
What?
The maple one.
No.
That's
Too sweet. It's too sweet now.
oh.
I've had all the.
Oh, you need to bring that maple with you. Bring one maple with you. Do I have a maple? I think I might have a maple. If I don't have a maple, it's upstairs.
Oh.
If I don't have a maple, I'm gonna have you bring a maple.
You only have a couple days to figure it out, so don't. I got a lot of shit in my brain to try and remember to bring, so you're gonna have to remember to tell me what I need to bring.
Yeah, I know.
So you said I needed to bring. See, here I am. I already fucking forgot. What do I need to bring?
It's right there in the corner.
The
Yeah,
those things.
those things.
The oak,
Oak
charred
yeah.
oak.
Yeah. I want to try it.
Yeah, those work good for stuff that's like really potent. That you're like, ooh, like it's got a good bite to it. Those kind of tame it down a little bit. So yeah, I got to bring those. If I need to bring the maple, let me know.
Yep.
I need to get 2 more bottles of the.
Yep.
I could probably just get 1 for now, but I might get 2 of the 304 whiskey. 1 to bring with me because that one's empty now.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm to the point where I need to get 3 bottles because I'm out. So that's 1. You need a bottle.
Yeah. Roger needs one.
And then get a bottle for Raj so that he can have his bottle.
Yeah.
So
that sounds a good idea.
And then I still have to remember all of the toolage.
Oh yeah.
So we could take care of that rad.
Yep.
So and then I got to pack.
Oh yeah. Can't show up here naked. That doesn't work.
No, I wouldn't be naked. I just might be wearing the same shit for 3 or 4 days.
We got a Wally Mart.
Ain't happening.
I don't blame you.
So, anywho's.
I'm trying to think of the last time I went to a Walmart. I know it wasn't too long ago, but man,
I don't have a choice.
I hated every second of walking in that bitch.
I don't have a choice. That's what I got. I got that, a Shop and Save, and a Dollar Gen. So
Shop and Save. Is that like a grocery store?
it is.
Oh damn.
They're a little bit more. How would you even put that? That would be like
Food Saver?
No, the Shop and Save would be like your
Food Lion?
Albertsons or your.
Oh, it's fancy?
It's more expensive.
No
And I'm
kidding.
just saying price wise, it's a little bit more expensive than be like your Albertsons or your Safeway versus your Walmart or whatever. So
Food Lion. Now I will tell you that I am really starting to really dig Aldi. Like really getting into the Aldi.
We have an Aldi, but it is 45-minute drive. So
yeah,
it makes it tough.
Yeah.
The one thing I can say is when we do the Walmart, we don't do in-store. 99% of the time, it is online.
Okay.
And that, believe it or not, even though is kind of shitty, but at the same time is actually really good because you don't
Graze.
You don't impulsive buy.
Right.
So, but yes.
Don't graze.
Yeah, you don't. You're not impulsive buying stuff.
And the thing with Aldi,
I'm going to tell you straight the fuck up. I'm an impulsive buyer at times, more than I probably really want to admit.
Yeah.
So the fact that we just get the basics and the necessities online. The other thing that I have done is I've gotten away from the fast ride, or is it fast ride? I don't know. There's two different types of pasta.
Okay.
Uh, the fast ride is, I think, is what it is the one that's bad for you. Well, worse for you. I go for the slow dried, not like pre.
All
Uh,
right. Well, let me explain something
that's
to you. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So, it, can you enlighten us on what the?
no,
Okay.
I can't, but I'm too far into my whiskey right now to try to, so I don't want to. I'm
So,
just being honest. I just know that um, the way that the Americans do their pasta
yeah,
is what they would consider, I think, what if I'm saying it properly, is fast dried. So it's not done to like say your European standard type.
you're not keeping the nutrition in the pasta, and you're probably using some chemicals in order to
Yeah, I think it's
make
just
it
the way
more
that
shelf
it's
stable.
yeah. So, and I'll be honest with you, I tried the other stuff, and I really enjoy it.
Okay.
You can Walmart does carry it, although it's not as prevalent as some of the other brands that are just more readily available.
Right.
It is there, and I can tell you the spaghetti and whatever else pasta that we have been super good. It's not as harsh on your body. So I wish that there was an Aldi closer to us because we used to go to Aldi a couple times, or I should say, we had been to Aldi quite a few times, and it's
Yeah.
good stuff. It's I want to say Aldi is kind of equivalent to like a Trader Joe's in a sense.
It's the same company.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so then yeah.
Yep. The Trader Joe's is just more of a bougie Aldi,
So
basically. But
so
it,
back so back home, that's what we used to do. Was we used to go to Trader Joe's a lot,
yeah,
and then even though the prices are a little bit higher, but it was worth it because the stuff that you bought was better quality.
right.
Uh,
So Aldi, originally from Germany, okay, was two brothers. They got into an argument over whether or not they should sell tobacco. So they split. You had Aldi North and Aldi South. One of them sold tobacco, one of them didn't. Same name. Okay. Well, they were going to come over to the US, but the US said, hey, you can't have the same company
twice.
name twice. So they're like,
Aldi,
oh, okay.
Aldi North won out then.
Yeah, so to speak. One of them did.
Well,
Uh,
it's kind of like Walmart. You can't get tobacco there anymore.
Here you can.
Not here.
Really?
No, you can't even get whiskey there. They have beer products, but they don't have
Yeah.
whiskey products.
They don't have
They
tobacco
have
anymore?
not at ours.
No kidding.
No.
Is that a West Virginia type of thing or no?
I'm trying to think if
Because your Walmart has firearms, yes?
it does, but
Mine doesn't.
I also want to say that I thought in Phoenix, the Walmart that we used to shop at didn't have tobacco anymore either. And then on top of that, I don't believe any of the Walmarts are 24 hours anymore.
Walmart still carries tobacco products in select locations, but it is no longer a standing offer across all stores. My Walmart is 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah. I know there's a lot of them that
I
say,
know.
nope, we're not doing it because of various reasons. But yeah,
I think before I took off from Phoenix to here, the WalMarts there weren't 24 hours anymore either.
Hmm.
I think they were closed at 11 or 12 and they opened back up at 6.
no kidding.
Mhm. So
Yeah. No,
I guess it just depends on where you're at locationally. So
oh, we had a discussion the other day about letters, numbers, and all that on license plates. I need to make a correction on my end. The only one that I have been able to find that we do not have on Georgia license plate is the letter O. There
yeah,
is, okay.
yes, because it could be confused with a 0.
Oh, but we have the letter I and the number one, and I saw a plate today, and I got a picture of it. They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get that over to you right quick. I can't put this up because it's actually someone's license plate, but
Really? It's public knowledge. Everybody can fucking see it in
I'm
public.
not doing that.
Dude, you just don't show the card.
Nope, can't do that either.
Bullshit.
Nope. Anyway, look at that right there.
You sent it to me?
I did.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, you need the spectacles.
So you get fucking old. Yeah, but I could tell the difference.
LPRs cannot.
How?
They mix them up all the time. All the time. And when
That's
they're right next to each other like that,
that's
absolutely
crazy because I can fucking see it. That's plain as day.
Still.
But I suppose I can kind of see it.
The other thing is, okay, we have zeros and we have Qs. I mean, the Q is this itty bitty little thing. We give no shits when it comes to license plate. We will throw anything together, apparently, except O. And like I said, I have a correction on that. But yeah, we have all of the others. And I have been looking for.
I think that's the same even back home. It was the same thing back there in Phoenix. It was literally the same thing.
No, you're saying
Everything was allowed except for O. They said O was too much because it's literally the same shape in most cases.
right. Well,
They
you
could
also
not,
said ones and I's. You couldn't have one or the other of them because they were too close.
maybe,
And
but
I'm like,
I know for sure the O's were definitely nixed because it was too hard for them to figure out what was what.
I'm still convinced that I've seen an O, and I just got to find it. And when I
Well,
find
and I
it,
think you are convinced because of the way that the plate was put together that it looked
it
like
very well could be. And I'm
it
not
could have
gonna.
been a specialized plate, and you're just like, oh, that's definitely made to look like
That
a no.
motherfucker said goose.
Or look.
Yeah,
They
I know what it said. No, but
could have said Pookie.
poop. But yeah, and it very well could have been, but I'm still I just haven't been able to find an O, and I've looked,
I don't think
but
we're going to find it. I think it's a 0.
and it very well could be
And
at
it
this
could just
point.
be your brain going,
Well, we're not talking about that today.
what?
My brain.
What do you got for this day in history?
Oh shit! This day in history. I'm glad you said something. I got the book. Let's see what the book says. Because on this day in history,
I got to find another drink. I got to have at least one more.
all right.
I just got to figure out what the I want.
Let's see.
Should I try the blue lot?
Have you opened it yet?
No.
I bet it's good.
I mean, it's from, I don't know if it's from the same place, but it's a West Virginian. I mean, it's same. I haven't done any research to find out whether or not it's this one or not. I'm kind of debating on whether to open this one because I don't think this is the one I could figure out any info on as far as number wise because it was pretty low.
Uh,
Yeah, this is number 4.
yeah, I would leave that one alone until you have more info on it.
Fine. Damn
Well,
it.
you got one in the back over there. What do you got back there?
I got almost 30 different models here.
Yeah, I know. Do you have an open Blanton's?
No,
Okay, I do. Uh,
that
do you have,
doesn't help me, dickhead.
do you have an open Eagle Rare?
I do.
That would probably be okay with the palette of what you got, based on what you were saying about it.
Maybe.
Unless you were trying for something a little harsher, then I would probably. Do you have Buffalo?
I do not. That's one thing I don't have. I don't have any Buffalo Trace, and I'd like to get some.
We'll get you one when we get here.
I think I've only tried it once.
Did you try it with me, or did you try it up in New York?
I would have been with you.
Right. It would have been here or New York. Was it down here or up there?
I think it was in New York when I tried it.
Okay. Uh,
Here we go.
there you
Eagle
go.
10. Eagle 10.
I got some too, but I'm not drinking that one.
What do you got left? I did all right. I am just above the rare. You got more than I do.
Yeah,
Jeez.
a little bit.
Fuck. Who's the alcoholic?
Huh?
Apparently I am.
Let's see, June 27th. Let's see if anything happened that was worth a damn on this date.
I was born. That's the only thing that fucking matters.
And this day history is over. All right, 1743. King George II leads British troops at the Battle of Deddington. Wow, he actually led the battle. That's interesting. Most of the time, your kings don't.
No,
Yeah,
they're kind of in the background.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he was one that we could have followed. I don't know.
It sounds like it if he was leading it.
Yeah, he ruled England until 1760. So in 1743, he charged away, and then 1760. So we're looking almost 20 years later. He finally passed away. So I mean, obviously he survived that battle.
I would have definitely, honestly, been all over that because
Oh yeah,
if you it in speaking of king terms, like back in the day when there was kings and queens or whatever,
yeah,
most people didn't like their kings. Uh,
very true.
so to have a king that would actually like
To have a king that would go to battle and you
and
follow
lead
him
it,
and
yeah,
you follow him into battle, yeah, that means a lot.
yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah.
That
I've
means he was for the people.
had a lot of officers that I have looked at and went, this one's not going to make it. Uh, uh, friendly fires a bit. But no, I've had some really good officers too. And I'd follow this guy up any fucking hill, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's how I modeled myself, I guess. You know, is I'm
I
not
think that's the right way to model yourself, though.
I'm not going to do something. Not I'm not going to have my people do something I myself wouldn't do.
Exactly.
Okay? I understand also that my place might be back a little in order to be able to make higher level decisions. However, I also know that staying in the back is not the place to be because there's no respect there.
Right.
Okay. Now, for an example, one of the guys that works for me, okay, he ended up saying something to somebody about the fact that I was actually in an air conditioned room for the last couple of hours while he was outside in the heat. Well, I happened to get the information. Someone said something to me. I said, that's not a problem. And I said, okay. And I pulled him in and I said, hey, I go, look, I get it. You see me in here and you think, oh, he's in the AC all day. Great. I've got no problem having you come in here and do what I have to have done. And I go out and do what you got to do. And he went,
So there has, and logistically thinking, okay, just between my brain and everybody else's non-fucking brain,
"Yeah,
there has to be a compartmentalized area to do those tasks.
correct.
And we have put ourselves in a position to where that is in a building, in a room, okay? When we build such buildings indoors, we inherently put heating and AC into that situation.
True. True.
Where the else are you supposed to do that if that's where you're supposed to do your
Well,
task?
that was part of the
If people would
tutorial.
use their fucking brains.
And this is where the tutorial came in. I said, look, I
Your
go,
job requires you to be outside to do these things. My job requires me to be inside because that's where these things are at. My job requires electricity, which also requires a computer, which also requires this.
can't have the computer overheat, so it needs to be in the AC.
It needs to be in a cool environment.
Yeah. Uh,
Sorry.
on, yeah. On top of that, I make sure that inside is cool enough to where when they need to come inside because it is hot, then coming into a place that is cool and they can cool down. I also make sure that I go and I get them um, waters and Gatorades and all sorts of other stuff so that they're not paying for it out of their pocket. Okay. And
And that's nice because I don't fucking have that.
right. Um, there's days that I know that they're out there busting their ass, and hey, on my lunch break, I am running out and grabbing, Chick-fil-A, or I'm grabbing, you know, other drinks or whatever the case is, so that they got something to snack on, eat, or whatnot. What they don't see is they don't see me coming in at 5:30 in the morning, which means that I'm getting up at 4,
And what place does that place? What place? Let's see. What time does that place actually open?
7:30.
Okay,
Okay,
so you're there hours beforehand.
correct. Making sure that things are functional, making sure that their payroll is in on time, and so on and so forth. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they're not there, until 10 o'clock at night on some nights when we close at 7:30,
And
and
that's
I'm
the
and
problem
I'm
that
doing,
most people don't understand.
you know, um, but oh, but you get paid the big bucks. Yeah, I get paid the big bucks to make sure that your schedule is done on time, to make sure that you're paid on time, to make sure that you have the proper lunch break. I'm making sure, So anyway, I pulled the young man in and I said, I get that you are frustrated because you're out in the heat and optically it looks like I'm in here soaking up this. I said, that's great. I go, you're going to spend 15 minutes with me. That's all you're going to spend. You're going to spend 15 minutes with me, and I'm going to show you a glimpse at some of the stuff that I have to make sure that I am doing.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of that 15 minutes, he
That's the
asked me if
problem
he
is
could
they
go
don't see the task that you have to take care of
right.
versus what they have to take care of because this role is different than this role.
Yep. At the end of 15 minutes, he asked me if he could go back out. And I said, what? I go, I thought you wanted my job. And he goes, no, I do. I want nothing to do with it. I said, you
Well,
will. You
most
will eventually. I go, but that's only
right.
because
as age dictates, it will get to that point.
Yeah, you're like, I need to do this. I don't
Yeah,
want to do it.
I can't physically do this bullshit no more. I need to be in a more of this type of role, and then they start searching for that shit.
Right.
So yeah,
So, um, but there's, aspects of cleaning. There's aspects of the maintenance and stuff. I get in. When I get in there to do the cleaning or whatnot, I walk away as the dirtiest person of the group.
yeah.
Because I need them to see that I am not afraid to get down there and get dirty. That
I
I'm
mean, there
not.
might be an intentional.
No, actually,
No, I'm just
there's no
kidding.
intentional of that. What the intentional might be is a pressure washer might get sprayed into a corner so the back spray gets me. That might happen, but there's no wiping of bullshit. So anyway, um,
Yep. No,
back
I
to what we were
understand
saying.
that.
The King George, following that type of person, I completely understand. I try and model myself in that way when it comes to whether I was in the military, whether I was doing the contract work, whether I was, whatever I was doing, including what I'm doing now as, you know, mid-level management, so to speak. That's how I try and model myself because I want them to see that, yeah, I might have it a little easier in certain aspects, but what they're not seeing is what I'm doing on the back end to
Right.
make their lives easier. And, you know, when they do see that, that's when, the light bulb clicks, so to speak, and they like, yeah, I don't want your job. You don't want it right now. You're going to want it at some point. I'm going to
Right.
get you to that point where when you want it, you're capable of doing it.
Exactly.
So,
Did you
all
see
right.
what Pop said? Did he send you that?
Uh, the four branches?
No.
No, he didn't send it to me.
Let me do this real quick, and I'll send it to you.
All right. So, 1844, Joseph Smith, the founder of the Latter day Saints, the author of the Book of Mormon, he is murdered in 1844. Uh-uh. You've been fucking shit up since day one, brother.
Goddamn right. I'm figuring you get a kick out of
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh well. I was oops, and you were just fuck it. I'm gonna screw the timeline up.
Now I'm fucking everything up.
Mm.
That hey, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna say it is what it is.
It is what it is, man. Let's see. 1905 mutiny on Potemkin? I've never heard of this. During the Russo-Japanese War, the battleship was serving as part of the Russian Empire's Black Sea Fleet. Morale in the fleet was very low, and several riots and uprisings were breaking out elsewhere in the country. The complete opposite of what was happening in England a couple of hundred years before that. Um, Social Democratic Organization of the Black Sea Fleet, revolutionary anti-czarist group, began preparing for a mass mutiny involving the entire fleet. Holy cow. June 27th, the crew of the Potemkin were served borsch made with rotten meat, and that was infested with maggots. They refused to eat it, and the ship's second in command, uh, Gidorovsky, threatened to shoot them. The crew mutinied, killing him. To control the ship, raised a red flag of the revolution, and sailed for Odessa. Wow. They captured a military transport that was carrying troops to put down the uprising in Odessa. The mutineers then sailed to Romania, where they were granted asylum, and then they sank the ship. The mutiny was marked as the beginning of the Russian Revolution and later immortalized in the silent film The Battleship Potemkin. I'm going to have to watch this film because this actually sounds really cool.
You're gonna have to send it to me so I can see it because
Yeah.
it sounds like some cool fucking shit happened on my birthday.
Let's see. The Lassie pogrom begins in Romania in 1941. Pogrom. I have no idea. Something to do with some Jews in 1941 in Romania, and it was very, very violent. And it's because I don't know what this pogrom means. But there was a lot of ethnic cleansing. So I'm guessing they killed a bunch of Jews in Romania in 1941 on your birthday.
That's probably not the brightest side of my shit, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, 1954 on your birthday, the first nuclear power plant goes online. So
Really?
Homer Simpson had a job.
Nice.
First plant in Russia operated until 2002. Nice. Let's see. 1988 on today's day. Michael Tyson knocked out Michael Spinks in 90 seconds. Knocked his ass out.
Mike Tyson?
Knocked out Michael Spinks in 90 seconds on your birthday in 1988.
Nice. That'd be a young Mike Tyson then.
Yeah. Let's see. 1994. Oh, I remember this. This is Japanese. I don't know their names. Aum Shinriko attacked Matsumoto, Japan, with sarin gas. The attack killed 8 people and injured 660. The Millennium cult perpetrated the attack to test the sarin gas that it was manufacturing. The Matsumoto was chosen because its citizens had prevented the cult from establishing a base of operations there. 9 months later, Shinriko committed another sarin attack in the subways of Tokyo. So I remember the subways in Tokyo a little bit better than I remember this other one, but they were setting off sarin gas in places where there are a lot of just people, and they really had no real way of getting out into fresh air very quickly, and killed a bunch of people. So, yeah. And then 2013, NASA launched the Interface Region Imaging Spectrograph. The space probe is a solar observation satellite that began transmitting images of the sun July of 2017. This research has led to much greater and more complex understanding of the sun. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be, there's a freaking forest fire. Holy
fuck you, dude.
Oh my lord. You are in a cabin. You're gonna burn it down.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Would you like a piece of carrot cake?
Not right now.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Thanks, kiddo.
Thanks for playing along.
Look, the cabin's still standing. It's not as bad as if it was you.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we put one large candle in the middle. Just one. If I'm not mistaken with this is where they were really focused on seeing coronal masses off of the sun. They were able to see these flares come off the sun in great detail and realize that one of these flares that came off the sun was 100 times larger than the planet Earth. Okay, it reached out several times farther than what the rotation of the Earth would go. It just and what I mean by the rotation of the Earth, I mean like how far the Earth would travel in like 3 or 4 days in space. It blew through all that within like 60 seconds or something. Just unreal how fast and how far and how large these coronal ejections are and whatnot. Plus, they were able to see that like there were tornadoes, so to speak, on the
Right.
sun. Tornadoes that would gulf the planet of Jupiter, as if it was
That's nuts.
just. It was really cool. Some of the images, if I'm not mistaken, from this particular deal. So, yeah. So you got carrot cake, huh?
Homemade, like legit. Like
Good grief.
I didn't know that they were making the cake at all. Period.
Really?
Um, but and I should have known something was up because I saw like the legit carrots
Yeah.
being chopped up for the carrot cake. So
Yeah. Well,
no, I had no idea. Zero idea.
the fact that the amount of candles that
They're not all on there, so
yeah, well,
nobody knows really how old I am. So
except for the fact that you are 2.5 years younger than me.
yeah. So I'm 47, bitches. There's an idea for how old that fucker is.
Well, let's just say that in this area,
You look better.
yeah, that's all.
And you know what's crazy is
What I need to do, if I trim this up,
you'll be much younger looking than I am.
oh yeah, I was told
And
I'm not allowed to at the moment.
I told myself I'm not allowed to for a minute.
I
Myself, and I had a conversation, and that is why this is all growing back out again because
Yeah.
I saw something, and I went, I want to try that again. So, what you have here, I had all everywhere.
right.
Like it was all out and down and everywhere. So I'm kind of to that point where I'm like, I want to see if I can get back to that point or not.
I
Otherwise, I'm just going to go, and it's all going to go away again.
keep this, a little close. This, grow it out, and may not be for this Halloween, but maybe next Halloween it might be long enough to put the pirate beads in.
I've had mine long enough to be
I mean, it's
braidable.
long enough to where I could do it, but I want it legit long enough to do that.
Yeah. I'm looking at doing all of it. So I've got you beat on the forefront of the grayness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You've got me beat on age, but
Yeah, it's a race I'm not, real enthused that I'm winning.
you don't have a choice.
Right.
So.
True, but I'm just saying,
I don't know. We'll see how long I can handle it. I'm gonna try it, and I'll be honest with you. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my brain. When I choose to do this, it's always in the freaking summertime when it should be in the wintertime, not the summertime.
Mhm.
So, what is wrong with me?
Oh, you're not the only one.
For why do I choose to grow it out in the summertime and then in the wintertime I'm like, oh, I got to get this shit off me?
Because in the summertime,
I just don't get it.
in the summertime, you're tired of shaving. You're tired of it's already hot. You're just like, I don't want to deal with it.
I'm just tired in general,
Yeah.
and I shouldn't be, but it is what it is. So, um,
What you need is you need to start standing shit.
what I need to do exactly now that
I,
Pops is
and,
starting to get back into the groove of
and I'm
things.
and I'm not saying that as a slight in any way, fashion, or form. I'm just saying that's what you need to be doing.
I would love to get back to where I was well, I guess it's been 4.5 years now, but
Yeah.
I would love to get back to uh, where I'm doing my woodworking stuff. I would love to get back to that. And the fact that Pops is doing it right now, and I'm 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 fucking jelly.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
super.
agree.
I even offered him. I said, "Hey," because he was looking at table saws and stuff. I was like, "Hey, so I have my jet table sitting here. I'll bring it back to you so that he has a fucking legit table saw to play with." But like I'm super. I can't set up my stuff here because my truck's in the garage and then my K&M's in the garage, and I don't
Right.
want to leave that stuff out here because
No, you have to have your own separate building for it, and
I do.
that's 10 grand just in the building. That's not even the foundation or anything. You could
It's
probably do half of that if you did
it's
it all
easy.
yourself. But I mean,
Yeah,
how far away is your Home Depot?
I think it's still fucking 10 to 12 grand just to do it on my own, and then you still have to pay for the foundation, and then you're looking at another 3 to 5 for that, and then I don't have fucking hair dye in my
That's what I said. We don't use dye, sis.
no. I don't have no fucking dye in this. I got
Yeah,
salt and pepper.
yeah.
I have no fucking dye in
You
this.
see what she said? You guys are
Who the
both
hell is she?
cheating.
Who the hell is she calling a fucking punk?
Yeah.
Shithead. But so no, I'm kind of jelly because he's getting to play around with woods and stains, and uh, I'm gonna be I'm gonna kind of fluff myself up a little bit, but I kind of felt pretty good today when I was talking to him. I'm like, because he was talking about staining the tabletop and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
he's like, oh, it's too dark. I had to set it down. I'm like, yeah, I get that because I've been there. Um, so when you put wood stain on, you kind of have to put it on for like a minute, maybe two, and then you got to wipe it off and go,
Right.
uh, okay, so I like that, or no, it's too dark, or no, it needs to go longer. So you kind of have a little bit of a buffer there, and I felt kind of nice. It kind of felt, and I know in the back of his head, buried from fucking years and years and years and years, he knew that. I just kind of had to bring that out and bring it back up to the
Yeah.
surface there. So, because he's the one that's taught us, and
Exactly.
it felt kind of nice to kind of give. It felt kind of nice to give some advice, even though I know he didn't need it. He knew it.
Yep.
It was just, hey, this is how I would go about it. And he was like, yeah, I knew that. I just forgot. kind
Right.
of. But
No,
it just
but you and I have done that to each other.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
On stuff that we have no business knowing, and the other one has every right to know, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, for sure. So I'm jealous as fuck right now that he gets to do what he's doing, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So
No, I absolutely understand that because when you and I did the um, cornhole boards for my neighbor and my other brother-in-law, when we did those, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that because I was able to see, like, I like puzzles. Okay. Really like puzzles. And I was able to see how some of that was working. And I was like, okay, well, if I did this a little different, would it have the same thing? But I was able to verbalize that to you, and you're like, no, and this is why it wouldn't, and be like, gotcha. And it's that it was one of those. I really enjoy doing the woodworking stuff, but it's a matter of
I think it'd be fucking phenomenal if the three of us got together and we all just kind of went together and just start playing around with stuff and doing things because we could bounce one thing off of another and vice versa, and we would just all get together and just be like, okay,
well, think about this. All right, I've been thinking about doing like laser engraving, right? And you can laser engrave on wood and everything,
oh yeah,
and
there's,
it
I mean, you can
looks
laser
really
engrave
good.
all kinds of things.
And imagine laser engraved inserts into projects, and it looks like it's all part of one piece, not put together like. And you know how to make the wood look like it's all one piece, and just that type of mindset of okay, they want this, they want it to look like this, and we can laser engrave this or we can do this. Um, Even with like coasters, laser engraving coasters for special occasions. Someone's got a wedding
Yep.
and pumping those out.
Wedding, anniversary, birthdays.
Yeah.
I mean, just all of them.
So when you think about what can be done, even with the mixture of wood and leather,
Hmm.
okay, um, wood and glass, uh, leather and glass, just the different mediums there. Um, Sis does a lot with her cups and stuff like that. Just that type of idea, that type of creativity on what can be actually done. Yeah, just
Well, so imagine if the four of us got together,
oh yeah,
and then even mom on top of it, the five of us, the things that we could create and get done.
oh, absolutely.
So it's insane.
We'll get there. We just
I'll
get.
take care of them for a minute. I gotta go. I gotta go to the restroom.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I've had a
Uh,
lot. I've had a lot to drink, so I gotta
let's
go pee.
see here. I had something. Hmm. 4th of July. It's going to be next Saturday, a week from today. We're going to do our show on the 5th of July. Okay. Uh, Anything special you guys are looking for us to kind of go over? Is there anything that you guys want us to maybe recap? Um, I'm sure there's some things that we would love to have put on the show, but uh, I'm not looking at getting anyone arrested. So some things we got to make sure that we don't put out there, I guess. Let's see. What else is there? Oh, Chris gets back. We'll be talking about this. Uh, Pops was making some stuff with wood, and there was this little wood place is especially wood place by the house, and it's back in Phoenix. They had different types of wood. One of which was we had Purple Heart wood, so we'd go down and get the Purple Heart, and holy cow, did it look really good once it got oxygenated. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, like you cut it and it looks great. You let it sit out and maybe wipe it with a little bit of water just to get the fibers to open up a little bit and just let the oxygen get to it. It turns a kick-ass purple, like legit. Well, we were looking at that. We were looking at some of the other woods, and Pops was telling me that some of the woods that are hardwoods and softwoods and so on, and what's good for doing this, that, and the other. And to be honest, I have forgotten most of that. What I do remember is this: there's the African mahogany, I believe it was called, and the price of it was crazy to me. I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of like 15 or $20 a board foot at the time. Now, mind you, this was 20 plus years ago, easy. Uh, and Chris will be able to explain a little bit better what a board foot is, because I don't remember. I know it's 1 foot, but I don't remember how wide it is. Anyway, maybe it's a square. No, it can't be a square. Anyway, a board foot. So the length of it was 1 foot, and I just remember it was like really expensive. And I was looking at it, and it's like really dense wood. And when I say it's really dense, like it is a hard wood. Um, anyway, I'm looking at it, picking it up, and I happen to get a damn splinter. Take it up, or we're taking the Purple Heart up there, and I'm looking at it. Dad asked me, he goes, "What happened?" I said, "That damn African mahogany, I believe it was. I go, I had a splinter." He goes, "You better put that back. That's like $5 for that splinter." And I'm going, "Oh."
So
A board
just
foot.
a board foot is
It's a foot long, but what is the width? What? How do they figure that? Like the size? How do they figure out?
so a linear foot is it measures the length in the square foot of a board, whereas a board foot actually accounts for the length. So it's the length, the thickness, and the width.
So it's the area of the foot.
No, that would be your linear. That would be your length.
So,
It's a length and or
so a
square
board foot
footage.
is the board foot is the volume of the wood.
It would be the length with the width as well as the thickness.
That would be the volume of it.
Correct. That's where the prices differ.
Yeah.
So
All I remember is I looked at this damn wood, and maybe Pops knows the exact.
was it Purple Heart?
No.
Or
We
was
were
it?
looking at Purple Heart because we were going to get it.
Or was it
but
the black?
It was the African mahogany.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was spendy.
Yeah. I got like I was telling the team here. I got a
That's
splinter.
kind of the same thing with teak. Teak's super expensive too.
Yeah,
But it's not as expensive as the fucking the black one the black
the African mahogany.
yeah, the African mahogany.
Yeah.
So
No, teak is awesome.
I've done some work with teak. It's very limited, but I have done some teak work.
Now with the teak, how is it working with it?
It's fine.
Okay. There are some woods that
You gotta have good blade, so good saw blade, you know. But when you're doing, I'm not going to claim that I'm like professional or anything of that nature, but when you work with that type of wood and any kind of hardwood, you have to have a really good cutting blade. So
otherwise you end up burning the wood.
you do, yes.
Yeah.
The other way you can burn wood is if your fence isn't square, if your blade isn't square, that kind of thing. So it's not.
Could
when
the
it- when it
speed
gets-
also burn the wood?
I suppose it probably could if you're not. I think it's more to do with the quality of the cut of the blade.
Okay.
So, can you burn the wood with speed? Yeah, you can. But I think it's more of just making sure your fence is set straight, because if you run the wood slightly off of 0 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get the burning.
Oh, makes sense, but that's not something I would have thought about.
Right. So if it's not exactly set at 0, which would be perpendicular straight, as you're pushing the wood through, which also depends on. So I would imagine, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I'm thinking with the fence being set at exactly 0, the type of blade that you have, whether it's a good quality blade, and then plus your RPM speed. So yes, if it's not set, if those 3 things aren't quite in mesh, you can get burn marks from it.
Right.
The biggest thing that creates burn marks is your fence not being straight. If it's slightly off, it's not set at 0, and it's kind of cocked just a tiny bit, you're
Right.
gonna get burn mark.
Okay.
Never mind the fact that you're gonna get a crooked cut, but also you're gonna get a burn mark from it.
Okay. Good to know.
I would imagine a dull blade is going to create a burn mark.
Now, I've had experience with that myself.
Mm-hmm. A dull blade is going to do that.
No matter how fast or slow you go with it, it's just going to burn
right.
you.
And then I would imagine if you're not getting enough RPM out of it, so if your blade isn't spinning fast enough, you're going to get a little bit of a burn mark.
Because it's creating more friction than it
Correct.
is cutting. Yeah.
Correct.
Makes sense to me.
So
we could be completely wrong, but
could be 100%.
I don't think we are, but I mean we could be.
I do know that if the fence isn't set straight, you're going to get a burn mark. And I think the reasoning behind that is because it starts to slow the blade down, and the blade starts to get more friction and more heat, and then it starts to create the burn mark.
And you're trying to force it one way, the blade's trying to force it another,
right.
which is where you're getting the friction.
Which is then in turn slowing the blade down, which is creating more friction, creating heat.
Ooh, I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
How about them tables that you can put that hot dog out there and it won't cut the hot dog?
The sauce top?
Yeah.
I considered one of those.
Yeah. Would you consider testing it out?
Sure. Fuck it. What else do I got to lose?
I don't know, 7 more.
I got that one that's gone, that one that's all jacked up, and then this one that's actually missing the tip. So
just the tip, and then you never got it back. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I got it back.
Oh, did you?
I just couldn't put it back on.
Oh, yeah. When they say just the tip, don't trust them. You don't go home with it.
No.
No, I watch those, and I watch them, with the hot dogs, and I watch them, and it's impressive.
I've legit seen videos of people actually putting their live fingers into that and it actually stopping the table, and they literally get a nick and or just the tiniest little bit of draw of blood. Which, let me tell you, this versus this, I'm taking this, okay? With just a tiny little bit of blood.
Hey.
Every day, any day.
I'm telling you, I understand how fast all of that happens. Okay? Because
and people are like, oh, it's so expensive to fucking fix it and blah, blah, blah. You can't get this back, homie. It doesn't fucking grow back. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay the money to have the table saw repaired than to lose a digit.
I look at the guy that came out with that, and he put it out there, and he even tested it on himself.
Sure.
Okay. Commendable. I don't know if I would have been able to do it.
You have to be able to believe in your own product.
You do. Okay. So
it takes some cojones.
I would have been like, I got this bulletproof vest. I believe in the product. I will wear it. You can shoot me. The saw blade, though, I don't know if I could do that.
There's not really a difference.
There's not. Legitimately, there is not a difference in my.
But I like my digits. I'm kind of with you. This is my trigger finger. If I was left-handed, I'd be screwed. Okay, I'd have to be ambidextrous at that point.
There's just some things about it where I'm going rationally. it'd be better to lose your finger than it would be to have a hole in your chest.
Rationally, yes.
Okay.
Because you can survive not having a finger versus having a fucking hole in your
Right.
chest. Rationally, I understand that.
But if you ask me, hey, stick your finger in the saw blade, or I'm going to shoot you in the chest, I'd be like, I'll take the chest, dude.
No. No.
Put your-
I would lose a digit over getting shot in the chest, not knowing whether or not it's going to work or not.
Well, I probably would have tested the vest a couple of times before putting it on first.
Sure, just like you would test
Right.
losing a digit or not.
Correct.
I would still take the chance over losing a digit versus a hole in the chest.
I don't think I could do that. I don't think my head would allow me to put my finger into a moving blade.
I can see that to an extent, but I would still probably suggest to my
No.
brain a hole in
Rationally,
the chest where all of my internal organs are at, which is what's keeping me breathing and alive,
rationally,
versus this going, yeah, I'm going to survive that, but I'm not going to survive this if something goes horribly wrong.
again, rationally, I'm with you. In practice, though, I don't think I can do it.
So it's mentally versus rational. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think
It's
I can.
still mental, but
Oh, it was definitely mental. Absolutely.
come on, Ice Cube.
What was the other one that I saw that was the guy that had that? There was you got the guy that jumped out of the airplane without a freaking parachute.
Why?
Because they put a big net on the ground. And they caught him.
That's not happening.
No, he did it.
Yeah, but that's not happening for me.
He jumped out and no parachute. They had a bunch of people with him that had parachutes. And then they're coming to a point where they're like, okay, we have to pull the chute because we all can't get on the net together because the net is designed to catch one person. So we're going to leave you now. Have fun, dude. And they pop chute.
Not
And
happening.
let him go, and he hit the net and survived. Okay. I would do that over putting my finger into a freaking saw blade any day of the week.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I'll put my fucking finger in a saw blade every day, any day. Versus throwing my fucking shit out, no shoot. Fuck that.
Hey, the way I look at it, I'm not gonna feel it.
That fucking 0.001% chance that you might, no. I'm gonna feel that. I'm gonna lose that, but I'm still gonna fucking survive it. No. Thanks, Miss Bond, Shelley.
Hey, Shelly. What was the other one that I saw that just blows my mind that they've tried this stuff? See, the bulletproof glass. The dude was sitting in the car, and they shot AR-22. They shot 7.62, so AKs, all the way up to a 50 cal. Okay, I've been on the side of the glass that got hit, and that'll make you pucker.
Fucking right, I bet.
That dude didn't even flinch. I want to know how many times he sat in that car and had it before he got to the point where he didn't flinch.
Probably hundreds of rounds.
Okay. Not to mention how many times, like the first time he got in, like, okay, I know this is going to work, but I'm going to sit in here. I'm going to have him shoot it while I'm sitting in it. Give me the bulletproof vest. Because, that's the same exact thing that he was doing. Like, put the bulletproof vest on me because I know it's going to work, but damn, this is going to suck if it goes sideways. Just like, hey, I'm going to put my finger inside the saw blade, and if it goes sideways, this is really gonna suck, but I believe in my product. You know that they wore the pins when they went to do these tasks for the first time, or they had a shower
For
real close
sure.
by.
For sure.
So
How's work been this week?
it's not. It hasn't been bad. I mean, it really hasn't. Um, we're ramping up for the holiday and all that other stuff, and being retail, it we want to do this, we want to do. It's like, come on now. But at the same time, I also understand marketing. I also understand it's it's all a freaking gimmick. Everything's a damn gimmick. Okay, it really is. I just, eh. For me, it's just another day. But it hasn't been bad. There's not nothing like crazy negative happened where I was like, I want to make everyone 6 inches shorter than what they are by cutting them off the ankles. I didn't feel that way this week, so there's always that. Always that. What? Someone suggest putting a different appendage in the saw blade?
No.
Mm. Why did my phone go? What the hell? Uh-oh.
Is that the one Dad sent you? The one I said.
This is he sent that to you instead of to me. But no, that's yep. Oh, speaking of bungee jumping, there's a bridge in Brazil this young lady was going to jump off of. Okay. And what they were going to do was the instructors or the people that were manning the the bridge and all that, like it's a group of instructors, a group of bungee jumpers that do this for whatever. I don't want to say they do it for a living, but it is a sport and it's a professional type of sport, whatnot. It's not a fly by night, crew. This was actually people that have done this, including the person that was jumping or whatnot. And it wasn't like a first time jump. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, what they do is she gets up there and then they put her above and then they throw her like Superman. Okay. They forgot to put the bungee cord on her before they threw her off the bridge. Yeah. The only thing I could think is, at what point did she realize
There's no fucking cord.
She wasn't tethered in? Now, this is 100 and I want to say it was 130 meters up. So I mean, it wasn't like a short drop. I think it was 130 meters. It could have been 130 feet. Either way, okay. It was far enough to where
130 feet is short. In bungee jumping,
right.
that's short as fuck. 130 feet. That's nothing.
But it's still far enough where you're probably not making it.
No, you're not.
It's a 10-story building. But they
130 feet is not 10 stories. That's more than that.
Not by much. It's they calculate a story at 10 foot, 10 to 12 foot.
Let's just say it's 10 feet. That's still.
It'd be 13 stories. It was 12 foot.
Yeah.
It would be less than, it would be right about 10 stories. So, but either way,
130 meters is still fucking.
130 meters is 3 football fields. Or no, it's 300 feet. Little, because a meter's 39 inches, so 130, so 100 meters, that's 300 foot, and then add the extra. So 350 foot, something like that. Either way. Oh, she did. She made it to the hospital before she died? Oh, good Lord. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, just
like I said, if I'm coming out of an airplane and I realize I don't have a chute, okay, I'm probably doing the toothpick head first. You know what I mean?
might as well just get it done and over with.
I want to see how fast I go. I'll let someone figure out how deep I went later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's just fucking rough, but yeah.
Yeah, but no, they took her and they Supermaned her off the bridge. They got charged with, like, the guys that did it.
Manslaughter, I'm sure.
They were charged. This is down in Brazil, so I don't know what their laws are down that way. But they were arrested and all sorts of shit. Yeah,
I would imagine it'd be equivalent to like a manslaughter charge.
probably. But yeah, I it's like,
I mean, can you just? I can't imagine, but I can imagine to an extent.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just
what
mostly because
at what point
you
did
have
it go click? I'm not attached.
yeah. Because at some point in the descent, you go, I should be feeling something,
Yeah,
and I'm not feeling it at all, and you just go,
I'm going too
wait,
fast.
wait a
I've never
minute,
gone this fast before.
wait a minute, this isn't right, and then it's within milliseconds. I gotta imagine.
It's like when the first time I went skydiving. Okay, how many times have you been on a plane?
Ooh, I actually probably could count.
You ever look out the window?
Oh yeah, every time because I
Okay.
always try and get a window seat.
So looking out the window, you afraid to look out the window?
No,
Okay. Now, you ever been on a tall building and looked over the edge?
yep,
Okay. Uh, that freak you out?
to an extent, I would imagine it just naturally would.
So here's the thing that when I went skydiving, okay, for the first time, I'm actually looking out the window, 15,000 foot, okay? 15,000 foot's nothing in an airplane. Looking out the window. Most of our airliners, passenger planes, are well above 15,000 feet.
They're usually
Well,
what 30, 32 or above,
yeah. So
or more than
double that and more. So I'm looking out the window. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is not a big deal, whatever. Until I got to the point where I scooted to the door and the door was open. So I'm looking out at just free air. And you could feel the air on your face because you're flying. Now, I've gone that fast, hanging from a helicopter and everything, but I wasn't 15,000 feet up. But I felt relatively okay at that moment because I was still in the plane. And I'm looking, I'm like, well, this is a little different, I don't get this perspective very often of looking out of whatever I'm sitting in, and then all of a sudden we roll out. And everything went through my head at one time. Like, okay, I am no longer in the plane. I have just jumped out of that perfectly good mechanical device. I am falling. All right, well, I know that you fall at 32 feet per second until you hit terminal velocity, which is typically 127 miles per hour. I also know that I'm over the water currently. We have to glide over to the land. Hitting water at 127 miles an hour is worse than hitting concrete. If I hit the ground at 127 miles an hour, I'm probably breaking everything in my body and I might bounce, which is really going to suck because I got this dude on my back and that's the extra, I don't know, he's probably 180 pounds, 200 pounds, somewhere around my weight. So let's go 180 to 200 pounds. That's an extra 200 pounds pushing me into the ground. I'm going to get pancaked.
Yep.
Now, mind you, all of this is going through my head, but it's a split second, all of it. And then I finally went, can't change it.
Nope.
Might as well have fun with it.
Might as well just fucking go with it.
Right. So I've always had the mindset of if I was in that predicament where I'm not in a
Control.
chute, but I'm out of a plane, might as well, if I'm over land, I'm going to, head first into it because I really don't want to feel it. And I really don't want to bounce and be a puddle of mud and still be alive because that's going to suck.
Yep.
And if it's over the water, I'm going to toothpick, like feet first and cover my nose. And I'm going to go feet first. And I know I'm going to get shorter because when you hit, it's like concrete. But let's just say, miracle of miracle, my feet, that dude's quick. You hit the water just right, like a perfect dive, and you go into the water and you survive, right? How far down are you going?
You're gonna go pretty far.
Okay.
Do you have enough breath to get your ass back up? Did you time it just right?
With the breath in? Yeah.
Yes.
Probably
to
not.
Get your ass back up into the fucking.
But here's the other thing. That enema that you just received is going to clean you out. Anyway, just saying that you're not going to feel it. You know what I mean? You're just not going to feel it.
You would pray and hope that you did not. Yes.
Yeah. If you did feel it, that's going to suck.
If you did, it's not going to be for very long.
Yeah. I could think of way worse ways of prolonging death. I've read a lot of those books.
Correct.
But no, it's just one of those, I go back to, am I really going to put my finger in the saw blade or would I rather take a bullet in the chest? I hate to say it, but I'm taking the bullet in the chest because I trust it.
I'm still on the fucking saw blade side because I know I'll survive it.
I get you.
I just do.
I don't know that I could.
I know I'm going to take the pain longer, but
I don't think I can get my finger to move into the blade. There's going to be a point where my finger
it's still
stops.
A willingly thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't control when that fucking thing is going to get fired and shot at you. You know it's coming.
I think that's why I'm okay with it. I think that's why I'm okay with it.
Right. But at the same time, it's I can control
when your finger goes into the blade.
Right. That's the part.
I don't think I can get that finger to go.
I think I can move past it to where I can go, yep, I'm going to take this over this mentally because I can take the two, put them together and go, which would I rather? And go, you know what? I'm going to take the finger over this.
Well, if they give us a choice and we choose what we would go with, and then they force us to do the other one, we're fucked.
That's true.
Because I think One of them I could stand tall. I can just be stoic about it. You probably do the same thing. I'm just gonna push my finger right into that fucking blade. Me, I can't do that.
It's not an easy decision by any
No,
means. But the fact of the matter is, if they do reverse psychology your ass,
yeah, we're screwed. It's gonna mess.
we're just gonna. I mean, we're gonna hope that they both operate as intended.
Right. Yep. Yep. Let's see here.
So your week was good, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. What about you?
I mean, it was a week.
Yeah.
The week was fine. Friday sucked.
Oh,
Friday,
really?
Friday was a bad day for me. So,
No kidding. What happened there? Well, we'll
it
talk
just
about that.
it just wasn't a day. It just wasn't a day for this oldie lad. Let's just
Yeah.
put it that way.
I can understand
But
that.
other than that, it was good. So I wish it had been. I wish yesterday had been a better day, but it.
It wasn't, huh?
We all have our fucking days that are just off and bad, and
Yep.
it was one of those days that I'll be honest with you, it still kind of is sitting on me, kind of heavy. Uh,
Let me ask you this.
and,
Is
and, I,
it
and it's,
sitting on you heavy because of something you did that you could have done differently?
I don't know. I still haven't come to that conclusion yet. I
But
don't
the fact
know.
that it's a possibility is what's eating you.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
I've been
then
there.
it makes me question everything I do, even though it could be such a simple task. Um, it still makes me question whether or not I did it correctly.
So when I am training these young individuals
It's tough.
and they do something that is maybe something I've said more than once, do not do this, do not do this. You could get hurt, you could hurt someone else, so on and so forth. And then they go to do it, and I snap at them. It's
It's not out of ill will.
no, it's not
It's out of I need to protect you.
correct, but it doesn't always.
It doesn't come across that way.
No, it doesn't. And sometimes I have to. That's what gets me is could I have done it differently? And I typically, I would say 99 out of 100 times, I come to the realization, no, I would not do it differently because if I did do it differently, something else could have happened. Now, when it comes to that 1 out of 100, that really eats at me for a while.
Well, and it makes you question whether or not you're doing what you. It makes you question everything at that point that you're doing. Is it the right way to do it? Am I doing it the proper way?
Do I need to be doing this anymore? Also, should,
Yeah, absolutely.
should someone else with a more level head need to come in here and do this?
Right.
Yeah, no, I can.
Am I past my point to where I am capable of doing this?
Am I past the point of being civil with other people?
Um, so,
I've been
and
there.
of course, I've been. This is real fresh, so yesterday, today, whatever. I still had to have the confidence. It makes your confidence level go down. It really
Oh.
does. It tanks it. So
Imagine if
But you
someone
have to-
actually did get hurt how your confidence level would go when you're the one that's supposed to keep them from getting hurt.
Right. Exactly.
Again, been there, and nothing you did wrong. There's nothing you could have done differently, but you're going to question everything anyway.
But in my line of work, it's slightly different.
No, I get
It's
it.
just a little bit different because I'm the one in control of how things are getting done and how they're getting repaired or never fixed.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, you question yourself: Did I do this right? Did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? So, of course, when I went in today to take care of my own personal life business on my own personal vehicle, I'm like, did I do this right? Am I going to fuck up my own stuff?
Yep.
And I'm just like, my confidence level, and I think that's kind of a good check and balance thing to an extent, but also it's not great on a daily thing when you're doing this on a daily basis.
Right.
You need to keep your level up here, and I kind of got brought down to here, and it's like I need to I need to stay confident in what I am capable of doing until I get to the point where I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And I hope that I remain conscious enough in how else would you even phrase that?
Be conscious.
Aware enough that, okay, I'm to the point where I probably shouldn't be doing this on a daily because it's not coming out as expected.
Okay. You're no longer able to produce the work that you used
to be able to do. Correct.
Mental, physical limitations at some point have gotten you to that point where,
and it may not even be. I mean, and in the line of work that I am, it is mental too because you have to remember certain things.
well, not only that, but you're expected to do
Like-
it within a specific time frame, and you may not be able to. You might be able to do the work, but you may not be able to do it in the time frame needed.
But it is to that extent, yes, it is that way. But mentally, you have to remember to make sure that when you take something out and or off to put it back on, which you might do, but you have to remember to tighten that bolt up to make sure it's to specifications and or just make sure the bolt's tight. That's not what happened. I'm just saying in that aspect
it's a
mentally,
very good example.
you have to be able to go, okay, yes, I could do this, but did I make sure everything was tight and make sure everything was to where it should be, to where it will operate as it should?
It is
What my scenario is completely not in that realm at all.
no,
It
but
is something completely different, something that I have done at minimum, which may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but in our, I don't know, I won't go that far as to say that it is what it is, as far as like it's a lot, but in my particular situation, I would say that what I had done at bare minimum 8 to 10 times,
making you proficient at it.
making me very proficient at it.
Okay.
Because it's something I had done several times. So I know how to do it. I know what is needed to be done. But once the situation was done, I had a completely different outcome on the situation that was fairly detrimental.
So it's almost to the point where you are questioning whether or not anything that you do was correct. Kind of like when they give you extra.
I don't know if it was more or less, did I do it correctly, more as what did I do to fuck it up? if I did something to fuck it up.
If, and that's the key word,
And
is if.
that's the biggest part of it. And, Pops and I had talked about it earlier before, and it was in that particular situation, he's like, you didn't fuck it up. But at the same time, could I? Sure, I could have.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not beyond a mistake
No,
because
none of us are.
none of us are.
Right.
It's just the way it is. But is it possible that it's just the situational part of it? Yes, it could have been. The
Well,
fact of the matter is I don't feel good about it. I feel terrible about it.
here's the other thing.
But
You,
I can't say that I was the one that legitimately did it.
right. What? Because
Because
what
everything
else
I
could have
played
happened?
back because everything that I played back in my brain from the time that I did it to the time that I was finished was essentially just a repeat of the time and time and time and time and time before,
Everything was
where
textbook.
everything was fucking textbook and on point, and I've had zero issues with it. And now that I've done it 8, 10, 12 times, it's I've had one.
Yeah.
I've had a situation where it's not been a good situation. So
And
I'm
my
not trying to
question,
get into detail into it, but
no, but my question is the whatever the incident was, taking you out of it. Let's say everything you did was 100% correct. Have you gone down the path of what could have caused it to do what happened? That had nothing to do with you.
and that's what I'm going down at this point is I'm looking at all of those scenarios and Pops being mechanically inclined because he's the one that taught me what I'm doing, essentially. Other than whatever, he has said, "Hey, you need to look at this, this, and this," and I went, "Okay." So when it gets down to that point, if it gets down to that point, I will investigate that, which I'm going to do anyways.
Right.
I want to see if it's something that I did
Something out of
versus
your
just
control
something out of my control. So,
that could masquerade itself as something that you did. Okay.
mhm.
No, I've
It-
been there.
regardless of the situation, it happened. It is what it is, and it just needs to kind of manifest on and just be what it is, and need to move on. But I need to be able to. I think what it is mostly more than anything else is just kind of taking my confidence and my
Yeah.
it just kind of gave me some doubt, and I just need to fucking move past that. And I had some, it, and it wasn't just that one instance yesterday, but it was two, which kind of really fucking brought me down. But with the first instance came the second instance, which was the cause of the first instance.
Oh
So
shit.
I'm not trying to make an excuse because it was two different instances, so two
Right.
different vehicles. Uh, it just kind of when you have one thing happen, it really kind of takes you from here to here, and then when the second thing happens, it really brings you down,
Oh yeah.
and then you're like, okay, am I just mentally losing the capability, or am I just having an off day?
Or is it something that is just strictly coincidence and there's nothing you could have done about it?
Exactly.
Yep.
So with that being said, it's not been it wasn't a great day yesterday, so I'm kind of sitting at a low right now, and I'll be honest with you, it went from being kind of low to I'm a little bit further up because I got up at my normal time today, then I got out. It's my day off. I went in. I'm preparing for my tootle, my drive to
Yep.
you. So I had to take care of a tire rotation. I had to take care of an oil change. I had to take care of some cabin and air filters and engine filters, things of that nature on my own personal shit. And as I'm sitting there doing all that stuff, I'm kind of like, I got to take a deep breath and just go,
Yeah.
yes, you're still capable of doing this stuff. Move past it. Just get it freaking done.
Right.
So I think as the days kind of move forward, I will bring myself back up to that point of I'm back to where my confidence level is at is
You know what really brings the confidence level back up? When there's a problem that is stumping everyone, and you look at it and go, do this. And they all look at it and go, oh, no shit.
that
And
hasn't hit yet because it's
no,
still fresh, but
yep,
I'm hoping.
yep.
So yeah.
So, um, flock cameras. There's a dude.
Don't get the green. Just don't. Do not. Do not get the green lasers. Just don't.
So, this former Air Force engineer in Virginia was arrested after allegedly damaging, destroying over a dozen flock cameras.
God damn, homie. Get it done.
When asked why he did it, he said, and I quote, they were unconstitutional and violation of my and others' Fourth Amendment rights. He allegedly tossed them off of major highways where they shattered. The police caught him by utilizing a flock camera that he had not gotten to yet.
Go fucking figure.
So, it is not just us talking about it. Okay.
No, it's not. And it's not just other people, too. There's a dude that actually was installing the fucking cameras that is now on the Talk of Tick explaining how to do what you need to do to get rid of them and or disable them.
Huh?
So he explained the whole backup battery, and I mean, he went into the detail about it,
Huh?
and he was the one installing them. He's like, this is just, wait a minute. His conscience came into play and said, hey.
Yeah. Because it's no longer just, oh, I'm looking at your license plate. They're gathering all that other information as well.
Yeah, well, and I am a true believer when they say that technology is growing faster than the laws are.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Uh,
But they also know some of these people with the laws. They're like, okay, it's going to take time for the laws to catch up, and we know this. We're going to use it to our advantage in the meantime.
And we're going to get what we can out of it.
The guy, the CEO of Flock, actually said in one of the interviews that it started off, reading license plates, but then it expanded. With that information, we can tell where you were, where you've been, where you're going to go, and we have information. Okay. Not only do we have the license plate, we have the color of the car. We know what bumper stickers you have on the car. We know what dent, what scratch, okay. They have all of this compiled. They have so much information. They are having to use AI in order to sort through it all. Well, now all you have to do is 1997 red Ford pickup with 3 hubcaps, this area approximately this time, and then they pull it all, and they have that information right there. And you may not have been there. It might have been another red truck.
It could have been, or it could
Yep.
have been somebody else completely fucking driving it, like another family member.
Oh yeah.
So
So, and that's the
that's
other
the
thing.
other thing is the flock cameras are catching these people fucking speeding or doing whatever, or even whatever. They're sending the fucking ticket to
The owner of the vehicle,
the
and
owner of the vehicle, and they weren't the ones fucking driving it.
yep,
Where's
they're
the
like,
fucking proof? Well, we got your license plates registered to you. Who gives a shit? You're the one fucking liable for the car. No, I'm not.
innocent until proven guilty. Just
No.
because I own it doesn't mean that.
No, you're guilty until proven innocent at this fucking point.
Right. That's my
Which is-
whole thing was why I think this is a bad idea, and we needed to stay with the
Absolutely
cops.
Yep, because you're fucking guilty until
Right.
proven innocent.
Right.
Whereas it used to be you're innocent until proven guilty.
Right. And I
So-
think that what's going to end up happening is you're going to have enough people that are going to take it to court, and they're going to say, "Prove it.
Well,
Prove I'm guilty."
here's the other thing. If you hadn't noticed, since all this has happened to us in the United States, what's happened over in the East?
Oh, I know that for the last couple of years, the cameras that have been built up there, the Brits have been.
They're
And they-
fucking taking them down.
Oh, they have.
They're
been for the last
fucking
couple of
fed
years.
up.
Yeah.
They're done with it.
They're doing it in broad daylight. They're not doing it. They are going in with sawzalls and reciprocating saws
Fucking right.
and broad daylight, just chopping them and watching them fall over. And then,
The biggest thing is just making sure you're not in view of another camera or another fucking flock
Oh.
camera.
they're completely covered head to toe, and they know where they can go to where there's no other cameras, and then they can change and all that other stuff.
Well, and here's the other thing. I don't blame them.
No,
Not
Not
one
at all.
bit.
Nope.
There's communities out there. Well, I should say there's people out there now that are actually flogging and giving you the information where all these flock cameras are.
Oh,
So
you can
know where
most-
they're at.
most of them. You can just look at their website, and it'll tell you.
I'm starting to get them here. I mean, I know we've had them here, but like I'm starting to see them here where I'm at.
Yeah.
Not so much here in the city where I'm at, the small little town that I'm at, but 45 minutes away,
Yeah.
there are the flock cameras there.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
it's less desirable for me to want to go up there at this point.
The other thing that I've noticed is there are more and more counts or accounts of law enforcement utilizing the information improperly and being arrested and stripped of their law enforcement duties because they are stalking people. They are.
There's so many different negative things to what can happen and what is happening with the cameras than there are positive things at this point.
Oh, absolutely. Don't get me
The fact
wrong.
that you can fucking stalk people, the fact that you can do injustice as far as like you may have let your vehicle to your fucking neighbor and he's the one that got the fucking ticket, but you're liable for the fucking ticket because it's your car and your plate.
Right.
Bullshit.
And,
I wasn't driving it.
well, then who?
Now you have to prove that you weren't driving it because you were at work.
No,
Now you have to. You know
I
what I'm
would be
saying?
like you. This
Do
is
you have a
so-
picture of me doing it?
Yeah, that'd be. You have to prove I was the one that was. That's why it's so important that we have physical police.
Absolutely, because
Okay.
they can physically see who was in the vehicle at the time.
Personal preference on that. But yeah, I thought you would like to know that it's not just us normies or civvies. This guy right here was very not only was he military, but he's also an engineer. Going, I'm fed up with this shit, and it's against our.
It's gonna come to a point where the people are gonna be done with it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's going to be
2027.
I think it'll be quicker than what they did in Europe.
Yeah, and it's like the vehicles here where they're having the mandatory freaking
Kill switches.
the kill switches in the cars, and where the AI is reading your eyes and your body language and your blood pressure and all the other things.
Yep.
People have already figured out how to get rid of the like the well, it's the telematics, the TBM2s, telematics box modules.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And what is it attached to? If I remove this, what else does it turn off, and so on and so
there are
forth.
certain things that it may or may not get rid of, like your GPS is still going to work because that's just global positioning sensor.
Yeah.
So that's like your TomTom or your so your navigation's still going to work.
Yep.
Okay, but getting rid of the signal sending out to everything is the key.
Correct.
They can't track you at that point.
Well,
So-
I don't want the car to tell me that I need to pull over.
Right, and getting rid of the telematics box module is going to be what's going to get rid of it.
I have a funny lady was sitting down to do her nails, I believe, or get her hair done. Did nails or hair done? Looks out the window and sees her Tesla pull out of the parking spot and start driving away.
Because she missed the payment, probably.
She's like, what's going on? Did I hit a button on my, because she had the feature where it would, the auto
park.
call, like wherever it's parked at, it comes to you or whatever the case was. She's looking at, nope, none of that. She missed a payment and it was being repoed, self-repo.
Yep.
It's like, I don't need that shit happening. Because they get the wrong car. They repo the wrong car, because the digit that someone should have typed in was a 3 instead of a 4.
Or it was a 8. Whatever.
Right.
Well, get back to the 0 and a 1, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever digits. It should have been a 1 and they put a 2 because they fucking did it.
Yeah.
So,
numbers are so close together on the keyboards. Man.
Yep.
All right, got something different. Some people deserve to have their ass kicked.
I'll be right back.
Oh no, where are you going?
Detrimental. I'll be right back.
It's detrimental. You broke the fucking seal, didn't you? See, this is why you can't let a jarhead drink, because jarhead knows how to drink and knows when not to break the seal. He doesn't know when not to break the seal. Also, I've got a lot of years of practice of not downing my alcohol, so it doesn't just flow through me like water. It flows through me like alcohol. So I enjoy it. And I'm not pissing the enjoyment away. It's all right. My little brother will learn one day how to enjoy his alcohol without pissing it away. I will teach him. You have my word, I will teach him. The show, we will teach him together. Cheers to all of you. No, I going back to the flat cameras, I am very anti-flat cameras. Not because of the stuff that they can do for the good. It's because I know what information that they've been able to pull off of LPR cameras just in retail business. Um, just one of those things. So I'm very negative with that. All right, off the flock cameras. Let's get back to people that deserve to be punched in the face. We all have seen these people, and
I've known a few. I've known a few people.
and maybe we have partaked in the divvying out the punch to the face every now and again. Um, but there's also a point where whether they deserve to be punched in the face or not, that maybe that's not the right course of action. Maybe something else needs to be done. No matter how good it would feel to punch them in the face and how deserving they are to have said knuckle sandwich fed to them. I'm going to show you a video, and you tell me if this was deserved. Okay? Mind you, I am in full support of the method that was used, but maybe the placement was not the best choice. So, Mama T, I've wanted to punch myself in the face at times. Good Lord. Put a frickin' towel over the mirror when you wake up. You should not ever want to punch yourself in the face. That just seems rough. All right. So,
The fuck? Where the
This-
fuck is this fucking
this,
guy? Where the fuck is this guy's shirt at?
well, I don't know. But here's the thing. This is a bar. This guy is on the outside of the bar on street level. So sidewalk and whatnot. So this is like an open bar type of thing. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Let's
What's the context of this?
security guard. Security guard.
Understood.
Unruly patron.
But what happened to lead up to this?
Don't know. But regardless of what happened, regardless of what led up to it, the action right here, I question a little.
And I'm gonna say yes. I question it too because of the division between the three the three people. So, how is this guy a threat when there's a fucking 4 foot tall fucking bar or 3.5 foot tall bar there between?
It's a wall. It's not even a bar. It's a legitimate
Right.
wall.
How
because-
is I guess what I'm trying to figure out is the interaction to lead up to that point, but at the same time I'm seeing the division between the three people.
Yeah.
How is that warranted to this guy here when there is such a division?
I agreed. Did you see what happened?
I did not. I mean, it kind of went pretty fast. Guys, I see that the guy got fucking hammered in the face and or eye with something. I'm assuming that's a fucking taser. A taser to the fucking face. A fucking Chico over here should be fucking put in jail. Look at this fucking guy. What the fuck? Yeah, no, that's fucking way unwarranted, man. Jesus criminy. I mean, that's it right to the face, man. Looks like it went right to his cheek,
Okay,
just
now
below his eye.
imagine if you got so tasers. Those prongs are designed to interweave into clothes, into skin, so it stays attached.
Correct.
And usually you have to twist and pull and unwind, okay, to get them out of skin and clothes and stuff.
Right. Yeah, because they're kind of barbed.
What happens if that was in his eyeball?
Yeah, I mean the dude's fucking got no vision. As
Yeah.
it stands right now,
And that's
there's a
without the
huge
electricity.
there's a huge potential even at that particular point if it just hit right here below the eye, he could still fucking lose an eye over it.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is messed up. I don't see where in any position that was warranted, at
So
least currently.
I can tell you that I am a fan of the utilization of tasers.
Absolutely.
I don't know that I would approve of this scenario of this dude.
Not in the face, no.
Like, if he would have dropped it 6 inches, hit him
Put
in the chest,
put him in the chest, yeah, for sure.
okay? He would have stiffened up like a board,
Dropped.
pulled back, okay? Maybe he would have banged his head. That's this?
I mean, that is straight up in his cheek.
I,
That is absolutely unreal, man. That's uncalled for, in my opinion.
yeah,
There's no reason for that.
police got his ass. And he was just security at whatever the club was.
I would hope that they did because that's just not right.
This other guy here, I don't know. I just work here. I don't know what the hell he just did. Oh yeah. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not called for, in my opinion. I mean, they had a 3.5, 4 foot freaking
They had a
wall.
pony wall here that was separating the people that were
Yeah,
eating,
there's no
drinking
reason for
outside.
that.
Yeah. Because on this side here,
And if they didn't feel safe, they didn't need to be that close to the wall, right?
this right here, this is where you park your bike.
Sure.
So you can go into the place. He's not inside the establishment. He's outside the establishment. Yeah, it's some people are going to say that it was very criminal of him wearing, jean shorts this, in 2026, but still, I give him a pass on that.
Yeah, I think Mr. Security Guard took things a little too literal and too far. I mean, honestly, man, dude, that guy got hammered right in the freaking cheekbone, man. That is just that is absolutely wrong.
Yep.
There's no reason for that.
I wanted to get your take on that because I looked at it and went, I don't think that's right. I really don't. I love tasers. I like watching people get tased.
Absolutely. But at the same time, that dude had absolutely zero reason to get him in the face.
Yep.
You could get him in the chest and it would still take me questioning whether or not that was proper or not, because
Right.
there literally was a division between the two. If the guy was trying to get in and over that and he got tased, I can see that. But the fact that he was just standing outside of it having verbal whatever,
Yep.
there's no cause for that.
Yeah.
Not whatsoever. I think Mr. cool guy got what he freaking deserved, and he got cuffed, and he's probably facing fucking charges for it.
Which I think it should be.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you want to see something like we change this into something funny?
I'm good.
Uh-oh. What did I miss? Yes, Pops is absolutely correct. Going back to the plot cameras and the reason that we want to have the cops instead of the cameras. Under the Sixth Amendment, U.S. Constitution guarantees you the right to confront witnesses against you,
Absolutely.
which generally requires your accusers and witnesses to testify in open court. So,
Which is exactly why if your officer doesn't show up, the thing can be dismissed and you're free of all charges.
can be dismissed. Not always, but it can be, yes.
In most cases, it will be dismissed because there is no proof at that particular point.
Usually. So, yeah,
Usually.
correct. All right. Changing into a little bit lighter. This looks like two brothers that have decided that they are going to wax each other's noses in a very what's the word I'm looking for? When your nerves are just frazzled, and every time it doesn't happen, you know that the likelihood just goes a little bit closer to you're about to lose. They have decided that they are going to wax each other's noses, but they're going to do it in a way that their anxiety is going to go through the roof after each failed attempt. Okay.
What the fuck?
What they have here is they have
Bricks. Oh, yep. A brick's attached to fucking string, and they don't know whether it's attached to their fucking nose or not. Okay.
I just want you to see the anxiety on their faces. Because here's the thing. You might throw your own brick.
You could.
You might wax your own nose.
Oh, Christ. He's like, oh, fuck, is that mine or his? Oh.
Well,
Yeah, the anxiety buildup is fucking intense.
look.
The guy in the blue shirts is just fucking amazing. He's like,
Oh. Just throw it.
just do it.
Like it's gonna help.
He keeps crouching down. It's fucking amazing.
It's
And as every fucking brick depletes, it's like the chances are getting higher and higher. Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's insane.
He's looking at it going, oh my god.
You know what? Fuck it. That's a game I'd play.
I probably would too, to be honest.
That's like lawn darts, homie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's just dancing. Oh, please please don't, please don't, please don't. I mean, they're down to freaking 5 bricks, dude. You got a 1 in 5 chance it's yours. And that's either one of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're both gonna throw it together.
Oh my god, dude. I got a 1 in 4 chance.
Yep.
Oh Jesus. It's happening on this next one. I guarantee it. Has to.
No, there's
Just
a lot.
the odds. Just the odds, man.
There's a lot of time left.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. He's getting prepared. What's gonna hurt less? Do I lean back like this?
Got to leave it as straight as possible. That's what he's doing.
Can you imagine just waiting
Oh,
until you hear the bricks hit the
Christ.
ground?
1 in 3 chances. You're kidding me, dude. They got all the way down to the last 2. That's crazy.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
both-
Somebody's getting hammered.
We
Unless
both
it's,
were at the-
unless it's only one attached to one.
It is one attached to one, I think.
So there's not one. There's not 2 attached to both.
I don't think so. Well, no, it's got to be. It has to be. They both could have it yanked out, or one of them. Because that would be fair to have it just in one of their noses.
No, but that would be the excitement of it. Oh, yes!
Oh,
I would do the same. I would do the same, dude. Seriously, I would grab the other break and
You're like
I'm gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Screw you. And there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can grab that string and stop it, because it's just going to rip through your fingers and slow it down enough where it's just going to.
eventually. I would play the game. I'm down. Let's do it.
Hold up. Hold up.
I would do it.
I'm just thinking of how much nose hair I got. I don't know. That might tickle a little bit.
I'd tickle a lot, but still, I'd still be fucking game. There's not.
I would
a whole
rather
lot-
do that than stick my finger in the saw.
Well, for sure. But there's not a whole lot I wouldn't be fucking down for at this point. I do lawn darts. Hell, I think growing up we fucking did chicken with fucking screwdrivers.
Chicken and rooster, yeah,
With screwdrivers, fucking
Yeah.
right.
absolutely. I took that shit all the way to Japan. There's only a couple other guys that were like, "What you playing?" Oh, we used to do that.
So speaking of, wife and I were talking a little bit earlier. Not that I want to really push this much past the 3-hour mark, but we are a few hours away at this, or not a few hours, but a couple of years now from our 10-year, which
Yep.
is, we were kind of briefly touching the subject of what we wanted to do for our anniversary, and she had brought up a couple different places, and I said, I would be kind of more interested in going to, say, Japan and or Tokyo,
Okay.
just to visit to see the culture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not that I don't want to go to, say, Germany or anything, because that's obviously heritage, but
Yeah.
I think for me, just because I've seen more on, and maybe it's just because I've seen more on the culture of Japan, Tokyo, and the friendliness of that place. Not to say that Germany in places wouldn't be similar.
All of it requires you to get away from the main cities, whether it's Germany, France, England, Japan. it requires you to get away from the main cities because that's where the
For
biggest.
some reason, though, Tokyo slash Japan, I think probably more Japan than Tokyo, but those people just seem so inviting and so friendly and so hospitable.
They are.
And
And
I want to
again,
say that I think that would be such a great experience.
they, like I said, they are. I've been over there 2 years, and again, it all comes down to getting away from the city, where you actually get the true kindness versus just, oh, we're being polite to be polite.
Right. And I think the goal would be to probably obviously do the research and go say, yes, I want to go to either Japan or Tokyo and or Germany and figure out the
Real quick,
outskirts. Yeah,
you know that Tokyo is in Japan, right?
I do.
Okay, just
But I know
the
that
way that you're wording it makes it sound
I
like
know that Japan and Tokyo, though, even though they're in the same place, are two different places. So there would be two different experiences in the way that I understand it.
yes, it would.
If you went to the right places in those two places.
I would say that flying into Narita and going to Tokyo and experiencing Tokyo for a day or two, and then immediately getting out of Tokyo and going into the actual
Like
um,
suburbs.
no, like getting away from Tokyo's got like 34 million people, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy.
let me just population of Tokyo. Uh, Tokyo's population depends on how you define the boundaries. 14 million live in the city proper. Roughly 37 to 43 million are in the suburb.
Wow.
So um, when I say get out of Tokyo, I'm talking get away from Tokyo. Go down to like Nagasaki and visit the little towns outside of Nagasaki. Visit the little towns outside of the major cities. That is where you will see the true nature of Japanese and their culture and how inviting they are and how gracious. Like in the cities, they are proper, they are polite, they are accommodating, they're really nice, and you would very easily think right off the bat, um, oh, these are great people, but that's just their culture of we're going to put on a face even though we don't mean it. Where uh, when you go outside of the city, you go outside to the smaller towns, and you actually get into those people where you and I would consider country folk. Okay,
Right.
you get out to them; they are truly just like country folk, really nice.
Right. And
Like
that's the way it is here in the US. If you get to the right outer side of all of that,
right,
there's not a face being put on. There is a genuine, you are welcome.
correct.
Here is our food and our this and our that.
Yep,
And they are genuinely welcoming you in
yep.
to
And I
that's what I want to experience.
I've experienced that to the point where we got lost um, coming back from Nagasaki Falls. Okay, we went cliff diving and we got lost. Ended up stopping at this old farmhouse. This old man, he must have been like 180 years old, and his old lady was probably 160. Um, come walking out, and they couldn't speak English, and we spoke very little Japanese at all. Okay, um, I got the map out. He looks at it, kind of chuckles and laughs a little bit, and I'm like, "We want to go here." And he points at me. Okay, we got the map on the hood and points off the map like a long ways. I'm like, wait, did you just tell me that I'm here and I'm not anywhere close to where I wanted? Like, and he just kind of, you know, it, he didn't speak English, but he understood exactly what I had said. Like, are you kidding me? I am this far lost. He goes inside, gets some paper, pens, comes out, and he draws a map. While he's doing that, she comes out. She has tea, cookies, whatnot. Okay, mind you, when I say they are like crypt keepers, okay, that's how old they are. They're old, like came like yeah, nicest people, had the most genuine smile, tea, cookies, a whole bit. Drew a map on where we are and how to get back to my
Where
map
you
so
need
I
to
could
be.
get home. And he did
So,
it perfectly. Yeah.
so in your experience, I mean, have you been to Germany before?
No, I have not been to Germany. That is someplace I want to go.
So,
When I was in France, now mind you, I didn't really get out of the airport. The people were just crazy rude. But I've also heard that you go out in the country, they're really nice. Same thing with England.
so I wonder then if I got together with, well, and maybe we could do that in a week or so. Maybe experience what you went through in, say, Japan versus what my wife went through in Germany,
Germany.
and put those two together. If maybe I could come to a conclusion as to far as
Which one you want to go to
which
first?
one I would like us to go to, and maybe the wife and I can kind of come to a conclusion at that point too. So uh, I'm not saying I don't want to go to my
Heritage background homeland.
yeah, because I do want to go visit Germany because I
Yeah,
think that would be fucking phenomenal.
absolutely.
But I have seen more on
Japan.
Japan as far as if you get into the proper parts of it where the people are super genuine, super friendly, and super on point as far as they mean what they mean, they say what they say, they do what they do. And
Stay away from the cities. Stay away from the military bases. Okay, U.S. or Japanese. Okay, and um,
so
yeah,
why would you stay away from either one of the, even the U.S. side? Why would you stay away from those base, the U.S. base?
because it's the surrounding area which caters to the military, and sometimes the military does dumb shit. Go
Gotcha,
figure.
gotcha.
And they do dumb shit out in town. So you have people that live there and have lived there, and these Americans came in and ruined their town and da 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 da. Da. Okay,
Gotcha.
it'd just be like, you know,
It's a fake scenario.
kind of, yeah. It's great because they're getting all the American money, but at the same time, they really don't give two shits about you, and they're done dealing with your shit.
Right. I want to go somewhere where they're like, for me, if I had a different, if I had somebody from Germany or Japan or Russia or wherever coming to my place, I would be genuinely compensative.
Oh yeah.
You know,
So
I'd be like, what can I do for you?
what can I take you to and show you? What can I go to
Exactly.
make your
I want to
experience
be
cool?
genuine. I want it to be heartfelt.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the Riker, or we're gonna, or the Can-Am, and I'm gonna take
Absolutely.
you.
Anything
Yeah.
that would be just out of the norm for you to be, just for you to feel welcomed.
So this is kind of reminding me of FIFA matches that are going on right now. The soccer that's playing all across the entire United States.
I don't.
All the okay. You have all of these countries that have come to the U.S. for all of the different soccer matches. So you got soccer matches in Atlanta. You got them in Up in Pennsylvania, like Pittsburgh, I think. You got them in LA. You got them all over. Okay. But all of these countries, you got them in Texas. You got all of these countries that are coming to the U.S. to play soccer against each other at the various different stadiums that we have. And of course, it brings their fans, right?
Sure.
There are so many people that are coming to the United States going, we've been lied to about the United States. All they know is what they see on the news, which is we are gun-toting, crazy sons of bitches that are lawless and, whatever.
Right.
We're asked, okay, but they're getting here and they're seeing, no, we're not that way. As a general populace, we are not that. We are accommodating. We are happy that you're here. We're going to bring you in.
Absolutely.
The Scots went to Boston and drank several of their bars dry.
Boston.
Okay? Drank them dry. The Norwegians are showing up in places and with their culture, they are rowing all as one, like they do in the stands, but they're doing this in the streets, getting the Americans involved. People are going to Buc-ee's and losing their minds at 120 plus gas pumps and a store the size of a freaking Walmart that's a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Losing their minds over that. Going into Walmarts and Costco's and Sam's Clubs, okay? Because they've never been in them before. Going in there and looking at the many different types of meat that they can get fresh right there. The aisles upon aisles of different selections of cereals. When you go to these other countries and you go into a grocery store, okay, you go down the cereal aisle, you might have 4 or 5 choices. That's it. You go into the meat, okay, and you might have
2 or 3 different pieces. That's it.
Right.
Maybe 4.
Okay. You got a couple of cuts of pork, you got a couple of cuts of beef, you got a couple of cuts of lamb, you got a couple of cuts of fish.
Chicken.
Okay. Chicken, okay. You might have a fish section that's in most places, especially like Japan, you got a large fish section, okay.
Yeah. So you got a selection of fish.
Yeah. Okay. One of the things I remember when I was in Japan is 7-Elevens are phenomenal over there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The selection that they have in a 7-Eleven over there is amazing compared to here.
And I've heard that. I've never experienced it and I've never seen it, but I've heard.
In Japan, you want to know what their main meal is for Christmas? KFC.
Really?
You have to put in your order for KFC if you're going to pick it up on Christmas Day, like a week to 2 weeks in advance, minimum. Okay.
That's not surprising though.
It is amazing the different cultures, but they're coming from these other countries coming to the U.S. going, oh my God, we're going to get, everyone's got a gun, we're going to get killed, and they're coming here going, that's not the way it is. Like, oh, they drive all these pickup trucks and this and that. Like, well, yeah, they got the space to drive these pickup trucks. Okay. They drive all these big muscle cars. Well, yeah, they have the ability. Like, this is cool. We don't have to be in these itty bitty little cars. And they're seeing what muscle trucks are, muscle cars are. They're seeing the open highways and they're going to the gun ranges and going.
Oh, the streets are so narrow from what at least from what I've seen.
Oh, they're crazy small.
They're super narrow and everything. So they have to have these small cars there.
Yeah.
Where here, we're not necessarily that space constraint.
Correct.
So we can have the trucks and the cars and the big SUVs and all that.
Yep.
Where there, they have to have the smaller stuff because their streets and everything is so tight and narrow. So that in order to get two vehicles down, they have to have two small vehicles.
South Africans, okay? These white guys from South Africa are coming to the States and watching people walk around without security. Said this lady was walking down the street, okay? She had her jacket, she had her purse, she's just walking. He goes, you can't do that at home. She's going to get mugged and worse. He goes, hell, I wouldn't do this at home. And he's walking just down the street, just said, because we can't do this at home. But we were told that America is such a dangerous place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the world is, coming to the U.S. going,
it's misinformation.
We've been lied to. Americans are cool as hell. They're like, oh, these country folks down in the South, they're racist and this and that.
Well, it's just like the same scenario with Russia.
Yeah.
I guarantee you most of the people in Russia are pretty fucking cool people and accommodating. It's just you're going to have those people that are just like we have here.
You're going to have your pockets of idiocy.
Yeah. So you're going to have those fucking people that are retarded and fucking just this is what they believe in and nothing else is right.
Yeah.
So, I don't necessarily, me personally, have anything against anybody. I would venture to say that in most places, most people are fairly accommodating to other people and other cultures. I really do.
I would say yes, as a general rule.
I'm going to say that there are going to be some places that aren't going to be that way.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say as a general rule, most places are going to be pretty accommodating.
Michelle brings up a good point here. There's she went to a market outside of Germany.
Munich. Yeah, Munich.
Or outside of Munich in Germany, and they had a lot of stuff. That's almost I haven't been there, but in Japan and in Thailand and in Hong Kong and they have these markets almost like what we would have. I don't want to say a flea market because that's not it, but the fruit and vegetable market.
It's a
what the hell is that? Anyway, you have a bunch of vendors that have all the different fruits and the and whatnot, like the outdoor market. What is that called?
God damn it!
This is your fault that I forgot.
No, it's not. How the fuck is it my fault?
Because
it's not my fault. You're old.
I'm not blaming myself for this shit.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming me.
Well, you can't.
It's not a flea market. It's a
farmer's market.
It's similar to that too.
It's like a farmer's market
or swap meet.
Swap meet, but swap meet's typically
indoor swap mart is a bunch of vendors everywhere.
Right, but it's not like typically just food.
But my wife just basically said fucking right. So
yeah, it happens.
It wasn't the desk, it was the fucking chair.
So like a farmer's market, the thing that these cultures that are coming, from these other countries are coming in to the U.S., they're seeing not a farmer's market, they're seeing, or they're not seeing it like an outdoor farmer's market or whatnot. They're actually seeing it within one building over here. Mm-hmm. And they're seeing that type of thing where they're used to seeing that type of variety in a farmer's market type of setting. And they're like, well, you've got this grocery store here, and then you got this one over here, and then you got this one over here. You've got all of these grocery stores that are packed with everything that we could ever want
in one place.
In one place, and you have so many of them so close together. So
Hey, Roger, thanks for joining, man. Take care.
Bye, Roger. Thank you. Um, so yeah, you see that type of stuff. Like they have fish markets in Japan, which in the wrong time of year or the wrong time of day, oh my lord, you don't want to be anywhere near them. The smell.
Oh,
Oh yeah, and it's all fresh. It's all fresh, and they're cutting it up right there in front of you. They just caught it, it's on ice and the whole bit. But yeah, um, so no, I'm with you. Get away from the cities, get away from the military bases, get away from the touristy areas, and see the people in
real life.
small town. Yeah, and I guarantee you would be pleasantly surprised at how nice and accommodating people are, provided you didn't end up in a small racist town, which even we have those every now and again.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I might sort of be in one of those.
A small racist town?
I could be,
Yeah.
potentially. I haven't verified, and I can't confirm or deny. So,
Yeah, well,
it's potential. So,
but you know what I'm talking about. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I know that Katie and I were looking at for our 20th, which is next year, um, going over to Europe and maybe doing either a cruise across the northern countries, like Iceland, Finland, Germany, Amsterdam, England, like that, or maybe hitting the Mediterranean. And I was thinking, like Greece, Croatia, Italy, over that side, the eastern Mediterranean instead of the western. So
I'm not super fucking hip and all that, but uh, I don't know. I like I said before, I don't know if I want to just kind of stay here for our 10 or that's 2 years away, but you
Yeah.
know, I guess it really just depends financially where we're at. So it would be nice to be able to go over to Germany. It would be nice to go over to Japan, Tokyo, that area, just to kind of experience. I've always wanted to experience that as far as Japan.
Yeah.
Some reason Japan just kind of really kicks me. I kind of want to experience that.
it's a blast, man.
So
I love the 2 years I was there. Loved every minute of it.
So, but I got to imagine fucking Germany's got to be, according to what the wife was saying, it's got to be pretty fun too. Even though
Yeah.
she was probably in a fairly well populated, not outside of everything, she said she still had a pretty decent time. So,
With Germany, there was a couple of things that I would have liked to have experienced that now at my age, I wouldn't go do.
understandable.
Okay. I've aged out of experiencing that,
Sure.
and that's fine.
But I still want. I don't
But-
think you'll ever age out of experiencing like actual, for real, natural
Yes,
life.
correct.
So, and that's kind of where I'm at as far as like I want to experience the different places like that, but actual for real day to day
Yes,
how things are done, kind of like, because it brings a whole new perspective to a different culture.
Yeah.
So
I don't need to go to an EDM festival in Germany.
no, yeah, I don't need to. So I've never been to a concert, but one time ever in my life, and I don't need to go. I've aged out of that. I've been aged out of that forever. I just, for me, I never really wanted to do that in the first place. But
Right. Me,
I still think it would be an interesting experience, but it's not something I am seeking out to go do.
Right.
So I'm more of I'm down to level earth kind of fucking
I want to
day to
go
day.
out in nature. I want to go out in the countryside. I want to see how they're
Exactly.
doing stuff. You know, I want to
Because you can
experience it.
always learn, dude. I think that's more or less what it is for me than anything else. Is I just want to learn.
Imagine sitting in one of them old bars and talking with them old men. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. All right, we're 3.5 hours into this.
Yeah,
Damn close.
that is true. We are going in on a longer evening.
Yeah,
And I've been up since 4 a.m. So
we should probably start to cut this thing short because
I
everybody's
think
probably
I
getting
think
tired.
yeah, tired of hearing our shit. They probably already left. Um, if they haven't, they're probably getting ready to anyway. Uh, again, next week we're going to be a week and a day from today.
Yep, we're going to be Sunday. At some point, we'll let you guys know when the show is going to be. So
I would say Thursday or Friday we'll probably put together the time frame for the show. I on what we're going to do on Sunday.
I would say, yeah, we'll discuss that for sure.
Yeah.
I think I would like to see it probably more like 4 o'clock, which would be more like 1 o'clock on the western side. But
Okay.
we might. It just depends on when I need to leave because I still have to drive back,
Yep.
and I'm 11 to 12 hour drive. So
Yep. That you
uh,
are.
I want to make sure I get back and get time, get some
Rest.
somewhat decent rest. Normally, I like to come back a full day and just relax for a full day. So that's not going to be feasible this go round.
No, but
So
you
I need
need to get home and you need to get a good night's sleep.
to right. So, but I also know that that's not going to be super feasible because Sunday is when we're doing the show. But I also am taking into consideration like our West Coast peeps. So, uh, you know,
Well, maybe
if
they need
if
to sacrifice a little and
they
get a little.
could, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll let you guys know probably
Like I said,
Thursday or Friday sometime.
yeah, Thursday, Friday, we'll put together the game plan.
Yep.
I like you were saying, I don't think we're gonna go too much later than 4, 5, 6 o'clock at the latest. I can't see us doing a 7 o'clock.
Well,
Um,
and if I'm doing any of this, I can't leave. So, I need to make sure
we
I'm
need to make sure that we have enough time to have a little bit of the.
absolutely.
So, all right. Uh, what else you got going on other than packing? Nothing.
Dude, I literally have tomorrow and 3 days. So I'm going to be legit, uh, pretty much just concentrating on doing what I need to do at work and then concentrating on what I need to bring with me.
Yep.
So that we can get some of the things done that we had planned to get done.
Yes. Yep.
And then just packing.
Yep.
So I don't have much going on. I just need to kind of
I've got
coast.
2 days worth of stuff that I need to get done, and then I got 3 days of work, and then off for an extended weekend, which is nice.
So I haven't really discussed it with the wife. I kind of briefly discussed it. I'm thinking when I get done Wednesday, I will probably come home, probably have some supper,
Mhm.
and then immediately go crash.
Okay.
Which means probably sometime Monday or Tuesday, I will have most of my things packed, if not packed, other than my tools,
Okay.
which I will probably bring home Wednesday. But with that fashion, I'm thinking of probably getting home, having supper, and I'm thinking that I will probably be done probably 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock,
Okay.
somewhere in that area in the morning. Thursday, which will put me somewhere around 12 to 3 in the afternoon.
So,
And I plan
one-
on going to Sis's place.
okay.
And then when you get done, you can either meet us there or I will meet you over at your place.
So
I'm going to spend some time over at Sis's though, because
you're going to go straight to Sis's?
I will go straight to Sis's. Yeah, because
Okay.
you won't be done. So
Depends on what time of day it is.
I'm thinking I will probably be somewhere between 12 and 3.
I will be about the same at that point, to be honest.
So
But yeah, there definitely can go over to Sis's for a little bit, and then I'll meet you over that way. We'll piggyback over to the house.
well, maybe we could meet up there Thursday and have supper there and then go back.
Something.
If it works out.
Now, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yep.
We'll figure it out. All right. That's it. That's our show for the day. We've done just kind of threw it together. We're gonna have a pretty fun show a week and a day from now. It's gonna be
Sunday, guys, not Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
We just haven't come out with the time yet. So just expect Sunday to be the day, not on the 4th, but it'll be on the 5th.
Yep. It's gonna be a nice, it'll be a fun show.
It'll be good.
So at any rate, let's smash burger sound good.
No,
You don't like smash burgers?
I am spoiled with the burgers that I've got here. So,
Well, Mark makes pretty good smash burgers.
I mean, if it's Mark doing it, then I'll try it for sure.
All right, we're gonna hit Mr. White Lion here because we don't miss him,
Absolutely not.
and then we're gonna call it an evening. We love you guys. We hope you have a good one. Here's Mr. White
Have
Lion.
a good week.
I don't know how many of you are familiar with the .577 T-Rex round. Today I'm going to shoot it. That was amazing.
Shit.
Every time.
It never gets old.
No, not even a little bit. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a good time. We're glad that you joined us. We're glad that you came in. And please hit like, subscribe, pass this along to any of your peoples that would like to watch a couple of brothers kind of bullshit and occasionally argue with each other.
Thanks for the birthday wishes, guys. Appreciate it.
Love you. And yes, happy birthday, brother.
Have a
Love
good
you.
one.